Hi everyone. I've got some bad news. Unfortunately, Reggie found something known as a sewage treatment plant. And he looked at me and he said, "Hey, gee whiz, I'm gonna jump in there." And I said, "Not if I do first." So we're kind of doing this from the afterlife. Our bodies were mangled. And will continue to be.
Yes, our bodies are live from the septic tank, and we are in what you would know as hell. And in that hell, Konami announced...
It's an improvement.
Konami announced the new ban list.
Feels like nothing's changed.
Let me put on these nightmare vision goggles.
It's an improvement.
Yeah, let's get down to this, and
Foreboding.
Mr. Linkuriboh is dead.
I don't really know how to feel about
I think
this.
it's stupid because there's like what, two other Link ones that do the exact same thing.
I know this does mean that like Morphtronic, FTK, and Loops are now kind of dead,
which is stupid. Because Morphtronic FTK is like, it didn't work then and it doesn't work now. Like you can't.
I know it. So there's going to be a recurring theme with this ban list, and we'll talk about it as we get more into it, because this ban list is
stupid,
weird.
Stupid, and I hate it. And that's rare for me.
But see, here's the thing. Linkuriboh is a good card with generic applications, but there are other cards that also kind of fulfill its role. Most notably, Relinquished Anima. The only major difference is that Linkuriboh does give you a smidgen of protection and also can be used twice to recur itself.
Yeah,
but that's
Relinquished
kind of
Anima means like it's better going second, and it just means like certain zones are kind of off limits for your end board if you are going first.
It also means that card's like $8.
Yeah.
The next two that were banned, I think we should talk about in tandem, are Baronne the Floor and Borreload's Savage Dragon.
Yes, they more or less serve the same purpose, and they're two sides of the same coin. If that coin was both like heads, like DMC2. Yeah, they're just generic Omni negates. Baronne is probably better than Savage on the grounds that like you don't need to have a Link monster in the graveyard, but Savage is probably easier to summon, and he's bigger in terms of like attack, I guess. Also no pop.
Yeah, they're both very good cards for different reasons. Well, actually, for a lot of similar reasons. What the hell am I saying? I think Baronne is a little bit better just to having kind of like turn 2 functionality too, with popping shit.
Most likely, I'd agree with that.
I will say it's funny on some level that a week or like maybe a month or so after like Sherry gets added to Duel Links, her ace gets banned in the real game.
Yeah. I can imagine it following suit, depending on how good Sherry is in Duel Links.
She's not, but we'll get to that. But yeah, so these ones are very interesting to me because I think it's not intrinsically a terrible hit. I like the idea of lessening up on generic extra deck negates.
Long term, it's probably it's the correct ban, but probably not for the right reasons.
Yeah, there's particular reasons these 3 extra deck monsters got hit on this list. And it's because Konami wants to... I'll talk about it more at the end of this list, because I feel like there's other shit
so
on here that... Once we see the full list, I can put... Yeah, once we put the full list on here, we'll have like the full perspective of it, and I can kind of talk about why it's a little bit stanky. And the last card is Summon Limit. Summon Limit deserves to be here.
I disagree. I think Summon Limit is actually probably one of the fairer Floodgates.
Floodgates.
Like, because at the end of the day, you get to play the game a little bit. Not like, say, getting your entire deck turned off by there could be only one, or goes and match / rivalry.
I mean, you say you can play a little bit, but like at the same time, you can't even make Nightmare Phoenix under this.
Yeah, but at the same time,
You can, but exactly Nightmare Phoenix.
I've not seen many decks main decking Summon Limit in the first place, so it's a side deck card. Normally, that's when back row hate comes out to play anyway. It feels really superfluous. Like a lot of.
It kind of depends on if you were like running a lot of back row in game 1, though, that the opponent would be like, today.
Also, not to mention, skill drain is still at 3, so basically floodgates get banned based on fucking.
Skill drain's an interesting one to me because it's a deck that it's a card that your deck has to be able to run. Like, not too many decks are actually keen on like killing their monsters. Maybe it would work for some like I want to say Sky Strikers, but they probably want Ray Online. Yeah,
they want. Yeah, they like Ray Online is probably. Oh no, does that not work like Lone Fire Blossom because it tributes itself?
You make
I don't know the rulings, but I'm pretty sure like if it's like Lone Fire Blossom where it tributes itself to do something.
I mean, the problem is tributing herself at that point.
Oh yeah,
you'll go into another vanilla, so you've just kind of done nothing.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, your opponent can't really do anything either. So
yeah, it's
all I'm saying.
Again, skill drain is a weird one because there's not enough that can abuse it outside of like maybe Eldritch, but like who the fuck cares about Eldritch anymore?
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry to say, Mexican Wario is
Mexican
dead.
Wario.
Yeah. Hello, Reggie. Give me the gold.
I bet he stinks like Wario too.
I'm like the anti-vampire. I'm filled with garlic.
He's just garlic held up in a suit of gold.
Don't tell anyone.
Dare you enter my magical realm?
I call it Italy.
He's Mexican.
Shut up.
Anyway, limited cards. Speaking of floodgates, Protos and fucking Colossus. So your entire point about skill, like fucking summon limit, is basically invalid. If they're gonna ban summon limit, which is unsearchable, why are two monsters that's A, searchable and B, fucking easy to summon, pseudo searchable via synchro?
So here, I'm not defending Thunder Dragon Colossus. That card's fucking mean. I hope it gets banned again because people were maybe I'm overreacting, but Cupid pitch into fucking Nemesis Corridor, I don't like that.
Yeah, but we also live in a world where Bonfire exists, where you can go Bonfire into Flag into Corridor.
Oh, we'll fucking get to that. But yeah, Protos is interesting to me because I feel like it's almost an apology to Sword Soul. It's like, hey, sorry we took away your best card.
If you can't function without it, you don't deserve
it. I mean, like, it's kind of weird because at the same time, I don't think Sword Soul is too badly hurt by like the Baronne ban because I believe Cheng Ying is a genuinely good card.
Cheng Ying is a good card. Like the more I've like gotten to actually play it, having owned a few copies now, like yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, no, it's similar to this is a stupid comparison, but it's kind of like Lord of the Red in a way, where it's just like, oh yeah, I get like 2 disruptions, and like even though it only really negates like static back row, like continuous spells and field spells, but 1,200 burn damage repeatedly is nothing to sneeze at. You get that like 3 times off of him because you go.
That's Chixing long one, something like that.
Oh no, that's the one I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Sinister Sword Soul Sovereign.
The other one.
Yeah, my bad. Both of their level 10s are honestly pretty decent. But yeah, no, I like that because you get the burn off Long Yuan, and then you can get 2 more additional burns off.
Yeah, but now they're not going to do that. They're just going to play
Sinister. Why wouldn't you do all 3?
Shut up.
Like you can get the level 10 in addition to Protoss is the thing, and I think I'm going to hold my tongue a little bit here because it will remain to be seen if this will be nasty in the metagame. But I think one of the things holding Protoss back is the fact that you do have to... Oh, sorry, my computer. you do have to know what your opponent is playing. It does mean that in the right meta, it can be a very effective shutdown tool. Like, I think right now, if you can get a fire monster on the field, you can do some nasty shit.
Yeah, that's been like the past, 4 months now.
I'm so fucking sick of it.
Who would have thought, this happens every time Konami decides, okay, maybe we've had light and dark dragons for too long. We're gonna throw a dartboard. It's Earth, Rock, Adamant Spaters, Block Dragon, Band, Fire, Pyro. you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess we should douse it out with some
Tidal Dragon. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think out of the... Because, all 4 of them are limited now, yeah?
Yes, they're all at 1.
Yeah, I think Tidal is probably the one that made the most sense to wait the longest for, just because it has the most applications with how nasty Mermails can get.
Yeah.
But I think at 1, it's fine.
Mermails are, kind of like a vacuum sort of deck. They seem really good every
they suck
too. Every time they pop up, they seem really good, but then they just proceed to do fucking nothing for the entire format.
See, that just kind of reminds me of the place that what was it? Alistair Dogmatica Eldritch had for a while, where, well, plus shed all 4 of those together at once. In that it is a good deck that would pop up at the beginning of a lot of formats. But that was mostly just because it's a solid choice that people would go back to before the format got figured out. And once it got figured out, then it would kind of fall off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but Tidal itself, Dragon Rulers won't surely not do anything. And I think...
I'm genuinely curious if they could all come back to 3. I feel like maybe it's... Here's the thing. I don't necessarily, I don't know, maybe I'm just showing my competitive ignorance here, but I feel like necessarily that having them all at 3 and having Dragon Rejuvenation also. Dragon Rejuvenation was a big part of the reason why they were so nasty. And I feel like that's way less impactful nowadays. Don't get me wrong, a plus is a plus is a plus. And you do have hand traps that you can draw into off of that. But I don't know. It's kind of weird to have a card like that doesn't really do anything proactive at the moment, and you kind of have to wait until the end of your turn to really see results. Because it is ultimately a card that you're kind of spending and then hoping that the rest of your hand is still functional, yeah?
Yeah, and I think the thing about Dragon Rejuvenation as well is, you can pop it multiple times, so you draw it, if you draw back into it, you can pop it again, just do it in the same aim phase and draw again. So you can end with a really stacked hand. But that's no good. That's no good to you on turn 2.
Yeah, we call that negative infernity.
The anti-infernity. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine for now. They'll eventually put them back up. They'll do everything to 2, probably if not to 2 to 3, it'll be Tempest, Blaster, Redox, Tidal again.
Yeah, I definitely think Blaster and Tempest are the most fine. Blaster is, Fire decks get a cute little pop. I've got problems with Fire decks right now, but that's fine, I think. He is fine. He can, he's allowed out of jail. He didn't do anything too bad. He can be around schools. He's fine. Tempest is, the same deal, just because Tempest is a little bit more... Tempest is a weird one to me, just because he only really searches Wind Dragon, which is very good in Arm Dragon. I love him for that. He's a good lad. He takes his, he's like their uncle.
I like the synergy for Arm Dragons, because Arm Dragons aren't strong enough anyway to actually make any serious use of it. So it kind of just works.
I still love the intrinsic gameplay style that Arm Dragons have now. I think that's a really good way to level up the level up monsters. Yeah. We've also got Chicken Game back, which kind of fits into Konami loosening up on things like Upstart.
Yeah, they're I think they're slowly bringing the game up to parity with probably Master Duel.
Oh god, if I see that fucking bug.
No, that bug's gone, and we'll probably explain that soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, Thunder Dragon Colossus is back, and we already... I don't like
Protos
it.
is back, and I don't like that either. Kirin's back. I'm not too keen on that. I think Kirin is quite an unhealthy card. But it should have been done earlier, but at the same time, I wish it would never be done, because I don't like the card inherent.
Kirin's kind of weird to me right now, because I think the only decks that can use it are going to be Pendulum decks. So it's going to be where it belongs, which I kind of appreciate.
Where it belongs. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because you're not searching this thing except with, like, Beyond the Pendulacy. And you need the Pendulum Summon to do that. So it is, like, intrinsically gonna be alright. Otherwise, you're running, like, a large... I don't even know what a Magic Spectre engine would look like. Jesus. And it is... Magic Spectre Unicorn Kirin is a very interesting card to me, just because it is largely a combination of its factors that make it so good, in a similar way that Masterpiece does. It's not just the fact that it has protection, but that it has a proactive effect. So you really gotta get your opponent to jump through some... Your opponent really has to jump through some fucking hoops in order to deal with it. But at the same time, it is, like, one light disruption, and it's not impossible to get around, especially with board breakers like DRNM and Forbidden Droplet. It's very interesting back, and I think it will be interesting to see how this kind of plays out.
Yeah, I think the only thing working against it is the fact that the design space doesn't support Pendulum anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna try running one in my Pen Magnet deck, because it's like, hey, it's a fucking spellcaster. I can add it to hand with BTP, then summon it to get an extra disruption. Yeah, and I think the last one limited is Anti-Spell Fragrance.
This should have just been banned along with Summon Limit. It's a viable card that just does not belong anywhere in the game.
I agree. You can't even get rid of it because of its fucking, like, stupid restrictions. Like, you can't activate that MST. Yeah, it deserves to fucking go, because it's one of those cards that's just like, oh, you know how pendulums are fucked? What if I, like, stole their house key?
And dismantle their house from the inside. Extreme.
Astrograph, where's the
Extreme
key?
Makeover Pendulum Edition.
Their house is just on fire. Yeah, I'm glad that card's gone. Well, almost gone. Anyways, Submarine Semi-Limits. Yeah, so we got Armageddon Knight, which is alright. Yeah, and Purely Delicious Memory, because they figured, okay, we don't have to fear this fucking dog.
Stupid rat.
Wait, hold on. Where the fuck is he?
Where is he? You mean him?
Malicious is free! I don't know.
He's
I don't know why they're trying to, like... I guarantee you, like, some nasty Dark Warrior bullshit is gonna happen, and he's just gonna come back to semi-limited next list. It's like, hey guys, sorry, I had to go out for milk and cigarettes.
It's not like he's got a broken leg. He's been out for on injury for like a few years. Because like this wasn't a problem for the heroes, because they play what's his name, Denier, to get him back.
No, they don't.
No, what's he called? Which is the one that brings him back? Or puts him back in the graveyard?
Destiny Hero Gaslighter.
Fuck you.
Yeah, though it's a nice little boost for hero, because like
at the end of the day, you're more likely to like draw a malicious. that's the payoff. Yeah,
the moment this list hit, everyone in the fucking hero server was like, "Oh man, 2 increase and 3 malicious. My hand's looking pretty good." I think we've all just accepted that. Yeah, we're gonna draw the Mally.
Hey man, ride or die. Like, fuck it, we ball.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, it's really nice, because it means, like, if I fuck up my hero combo now, I actually have a lot more leeway. It's like, oh, I can still get my board. Curious.
No, Curious is banned.
Good. Yeah, and Denier, as always, works very well with his, like, best friend. The two of them like to go out to like the fry shop on the bay.
I don't have anything to say to that.
I like Thrasher's fries. Anyways, Orcust, Harp, Horror, and Engage are free because, you know, toss format.
Yeah, we've come to the conclusion now that like neither of these decks are doing anything. I think Orcust has had more activity than Sky Striker.
A little bit, yeah. I think these are fine. I've had like a bias against Sky Striker for a little bit, but then I played it in Duel Links. It's like, oh, this is okay actually. Like the current Duel Links format is like weirdly healthy, if we're being honest. But we'll get to that.
And the final limit is Terratot, which is fine, I think.
It is again an apology for Baronne. Speedward, we are sorry your best card is gone. Please play Crystal Clearwing. I'm begging you. Please just play Crystal Clearwing. Please. He has the back row negate. Please.
I like Crystal Clearwing. It's a shame, like...
I do too. I'm just saying no one plays them. Yeah, I love that card, but it's just, man, Baronne was in the same set and also better.
that to me is ridiculous. I forgot they were in the same set.
That set was like fucking... I think that was like the one good legendary duelist.
Was it?
Oh, yeah, Earth. Well, we didn't get that here, so who cares?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, dude, remember Lyralusk?
No, God, correct me, I'm wrong. The Speedroid stuff was good.
Yeah,
Baronne was good, and the Lyralusk stuff was good.
Speedroid was good, but it's Speedroid.
As in the Speedroid cards were good. I never said it was a good deck.
Yeah. It is kind of weird to always look at decks like that. It's like, all right, this deck already has like searchers, revives, summon from hand.
What about the boss monsters?
Yeah, like what do you give the deck that has everything?
Boss monster.
Yeah. Well, they have Crystal Wing.
The deck can hardly summon Crystal Wing.
This ban list did not hit Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah,
by the way.
That's it. That is the ban list. Like no Pankratops, Unlimit, no like no Sign Frame Gear, Gamma, no Lightning Storm. Stuff that I'd like to see off. They didn't unlimit Sprite Elf, which is something I'd like to see, or Electromite.
It's a very weird ban list. I don't mind some of the hits they did, but the fact that they ignored the big problem deck in favor of like brushing off generic endboard tools as a way of saying, oh, we're hitting the deck, kind of reeks of that time that instead of hitting tier elements, they fucking unbanned like dimensional like butthole.
Oh, you mean like Macrocosmos
and fucking
prison. Not Deep Prison.
Yeah,
Dimension.
not prison. That's the
fucking
that's a Sakura's armor
or some shit like that.
Dick hole, black hole. Yeah. I would like this ban list if they actually hit Snake Eyes, because it's a very weird one, but there's some interesting stuff on here and stuff that I think could be healthy for the game. But the fact that they refuse to deal with like the big dog directly, meaning that this is like, we've had so many tier 0 formats lately. I think every single format has had a tier 0, because OCG has Snake Eyes, we have Snake Eyes, Master Duel has Snake Eyes, Duel Links just recently got off of fucking Tachyon.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like this game is like getting incredibly hard to balance.
I feel like that's why they're banning like Baronne and Borreload, but like you feel that with power creep the new decks would be in like sync with one another instead of just like
well, this is the problem the game has. Like every like once in a while they'll release a deck that's so good it'll stick around for like basically the best part of a year, 2 years, and then everything released in between those 2 years is just fucking garbage and just not worth playing.
Yeah. And speaking of, let's talk about Ashen.
Oh, I love that guy. I love his YouTube channel.
That's a different guy.
Hello.
Wait, are you thinking of Townsend or someone
Actions.
else?
The guy who eats,
I was thinking of the guy who does like 18th century living.
Old food off that brown couch.
Well, this guy also makes old food.
Yeah, he makes
like,
edible
makes
food.
like
this guy eats like Poundland pizza from 2001.
He'll be like that guy who drank the Crystal Pepsi and just immediately
Yeah, no,
vomited.
he doesn't like go that far. He takes a nibble out of me and goes, "Yeah, no, I don't know what I was expecting."
Yeah. I'm gonna say I've never watched Townsend, but I always see his videos pop up. It's like,
Oh yeah,
that
no,
kinda
his
looks
videos are
interesting.
like super
And I
wholesome.
don't.
He's just some dude, and he does like old timey wimey things.
Cooking YouTube seems very nice, honestly, because like I only really watch the Sausage Man, but like I don't know, it just seems like people are having fun.
You get some good ones like Mr. Sausage. That Townsend, like I say, is pretty good. But then you get like, especially like certain bigger ones where like they've been enveloped by their own culture. I think Joshua Wiseman started off pretty good and then got really sort of.
Is binging with Babbage good?
His old stuff was pretty good. I've not seen anything new recently.
Old Babbage.
That's hokey.
Anyways, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, Ash. Delicious Ash. Ashen is an entirely dark pyro deck, so get fucked, Year of the Fire. This is at the risk of sounding like a gaming journalist, this is Dark Souls.
This is the Dark Souls of Yu-Gi-Oh.
God, playing it probably is.
I hate Dark Souls by proxy. Like the fact that everyone talks about Dark, I know we're supposed to be talking about these cards, but like, I have trigger words in my head which makes me go, stop talking every time, and Dark Souls is one of those words.
See, I've barely played Dark Souls. I think the only FromSoft game that I played to completion was Demon Souls, and I liked it. It's janky as hell, but there's soul to it.
I played like,
Demon
Dark Souls
soul.
1 to about a little bit. No, I got bored of it. It's okay. It's hard.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, but it's not entertaining to me.
that's fair. Part of my issue is that I'm going to say this and then we'll actually talk about the damn deck.
We're getting there.
Part of my issue is that like I'll start up like a big title, like I started up Nier Automata, I started up like Dark Souls. I'll play it for a little bit and I'll enjoy it, and I'll be like, oh, I should do something else, and then I just don't fucking come back to it.
It's one of those games.
Yeah, it's funny thing is that both of those games are games that one friend that we both know fucking adores.
Oh fuck that.
He's the dude who did the Christmas Bones song for
Yeah,
the
no, he's a good
episode.
guy, but like from FromSoft games.
Yeah, we love you, native.
If you like FromSoft games, like, and talk to me about how much you love Elden Ring / Dark Souls, I'm gonna like just tune out and ignore you.
Anyways, Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, is a level 9 Dark Pylo and refracts.
What?
I said Pylo and refracts. What the fuck?
One
is
you could have
wrong?
got away with. Two, like, it's noticeable.
Why did I do that?
We just can't talk about this deck.
I'm trying to physically avoid it. During the main, it's a level 9 Dark Pyro. During the main phase, if it's in your hand as a quick effect, you can targeting pop a field spell and then add to your hand or set an Ashen continuous trap from deck. If it's sent from the opponent's field to your graveyard, you can destroy all monsters on the field. This is the one thing the deck does.
Yeah, get used to it. Real talk, it's actually a really good card.
It is. It's like an anti-field spell card. It's like, today I will activate Union Carrier. No. Counterpoint. Pompeii.
Yeah, no, I like that, and the setting from deck's kind of fine because the traps, they're okay.
I like to imagine the idea of a Assault Corps desperately trying to outrun Pompeii.
My tracks, they don't move fast enough.
X-Head, you have to help me!
Union Driver just like...
Wrong deck, friend!
Just driving away.
He's dead.
the car's still going, but he's dead.
I still work, but the light inside is broken. Yeah, it's genuine. It's not bad for like even on a generic level. It's not bad. I like the idea of it being like a side deck card. That's like, all right, my opponent has a field spell up. I want to tell them to eat ass. Yeah, you can use this to like counter the opponent searching with a field spell or something like that.
Counterpoint. You are pop my gear town, and I'm now going to kill you.
Counterpoint, why did I do that?
I just push buttons.
I hit buttons whenever the simulator asks me.
Effect activation. Yeah, sure, go on.
Why did my Achichi blow up my monster?
Never letting that go. No.
Because it's so stupid. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming Konami.
Fuck a Chi-Chi.
That's what Goku did.
Shut up, dude. Keep talking about cards. Before I start ranting about DBZ. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, so Tyler the Great Warrior is...
I will shit my pants.
I'm so glad he's alive. King of the Ashen City is a level 8 Dark Pyro, and... Okay, there's another card here. I'm going to mention this damn card first. Obsidian the Ashen City is a field spell. Face up special summon monsters your opponent controls become Pyro on your turn.
Okay.
That's going to be a problem later, but we'll get to that. During your end phase, you can target an Obsidian in your graveyard and put it on the bottom of your deck to draw one. If it is popped in the field spell or banished, you can special summon an Ashen monster from deck. Okay. This is...
I think it's pretty good. Like, in combination with shit like Vados and a card that we will talk about later, it does work. And at the end of the day, it's no worse than Gear Town. If anything, it's better than Gear Town because it doesn't miss timing.
I'm gonna say it's worse because Gear Town actually fucking works.
What do you mean, works?
I mean, Ancient Gears, unlike this, have the decency to, like, not suck ass.
I wouldn't speak so soon.
Oh, sorry, suck ash. Now let's get back to King of the Ashen City.
Right, so we'll get this out of the way while Mudwire is yawning. All of these monsters can summon themselves from the hand if Obsidian's on the field. Just so we don't have to say it 5 times.
Yeah, no, there's a reason that, like, in my notes, I always try to keep this shit, like...
brief.
Very... Am I missing a card?
No, so it should be King.
2, 3... Oh, okay, I thought I missed Priestess. Okay, yeah. So, King has a special summon condition, and during the main phase, you can special summon an Ashen from hand, which is useless because they all do this automatically. Or, if your opponent has a monster with 2,800 or more attack, you can special summon it from the deck instead. So, we're seeing the central game plan. If you do not have Obsidian and Vados up, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Now, you will also notice, Vados is not an Ashen.
No.
Interesting. Hero shares a summon condition. During the main phase, you can targeting pop Pyro, and if you killed Vados this way, you can place Obsidian in your field.
Okay, so what happens if you pop Vados?
Let me actually look that up. Okay, so I'm Googling it, and all I'm seeing is a bunch of people who look like stone statues in a volcano. That's weird. What is this called? Like Plum Pussy?
Please. Please.
Summon this monster is the best. Hero is good and best in deck.
Yeah, you kind of need to run this one though because it has the most attack.
I hate that you said that to me because it's correct.
Yeah, because King's got 1,400 attack, which is stanky as all hell. And the Priestess is like, what, something like 1,200?
Yeah, but she's level 4, so she gets away with it. Also, like, hold on.
Damn, I
need
got
to
correct
fact
on the
check
guess.
something
It's
here.
1,200. Yeah, while he's searching something.
Wait, hold on. No, wait, hold on. I have to fact check something. Yes, so she is cute, so that's also good.
We cleared that out of the way, yeah. Priestess is actually kind of good,
yeah.
Especially summoning itself from hand if the field spell's up. And if it's normal special summons, you can add an Ashen card from deck to your hand. It's level 4, so you can search it with Bonfire. Doesn't.
You can also make Infernal Flame Vixen or whatever her name is.
Yes, it's Banshee. Vixen's the old one.
Oh yeah, the bad one.
It's terrible, awful
one. Yeah, though. So she does what she needs to. I'm I'm not interested in criticizing her above that because I'd still like to shoot my shot. Awakening of Vados is a quick play that is not an Ashen card. It puts Obsidian from your deck in either field zone, and if your opponent has a card in the field zone, you can add a level 5 or higher Dark Pyro from deck to hand. It then fucking Pyro locks
I think it's the other way around. You add it and then put Obsidian in.
Did you say cinnamon to me?
Possibly. Did you do this? You do the cinnamon challenge and then lose.
That's what the smoke from Pompeii was.
Someone called Cinemus took the cinnamon challenge and then killed an entire city.
We have to turn to cinnamon sins for this one.
Fuck you. No, you're correct. It is Obsidian in the field zone, and then if you put it in your opponent's zone, you add a level 5 or higher Dark Pyro. So technically, you don't need to search Vados. You can get like shit like King or the other guy.
Right, but the thing is, this is like your one reasonable way of getting Vados.
Only in this
searchable.
wave, and we'll extrapolate on that later.
Yeah. Their last card is Ashen for Eternity, which is a continuous trap. On activation, it recurs a Vados or Ashen. You can target a monster your opponent controls that you own. Take control of it. All monsters your opponent controls lose attack equal to its attack this turn. This is the saddest attempt at an OTK strat I've ever seen.
What do you mean? Remove Brainwashing is a legit strategy. Just, play better.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to summon Blindly Loyal Goblin and then summon Dark Panther and make him copy Blindly Loyal Goblin. And that doesn't really solve the problem, but I just thought that would be funny.
It is funny.
I like the idea of turning my Panther into a horrid goblin that will not leave. Oh shit, I just remembered something. So Blindly Loyal Goblin, he can be searched by Scrounging Goblin.
Dude, not this again. We gotta get out of here. Ashen, first wave. It's fine. Whatever.
I hate these because they have it's another deck with a cool theming, but they don't pull it off well at all. The idea that they pitch is, it's this eternal battle where they continually kill each other and then rise again like the next week. But they don't do that. They can't recur from getting fucking blown the fuck up because they don't have any effect aside from fucking sitting their fat asses on the field when their stupid cringe-ass field spell is up and this dumbass dragon that no one's cared about since 1906. I'm mad.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dark Souls. This is how I feel about Dark Souls, so I'm gonna keep that.
Tricorn the Cacacanus Concert is level 2 Dark Fiend. I don't care.
That's not fair. I think he's a pretty good card.
He does not do anything aside from be a level 2 Dark Fiend tuner with 0/0.
Yeah, but that means he's level 2, which means he's officially a sprite card.
They have better options.
You have better options.
Thanks.
Psychic Processor is a card which you can banish to summon up to 2 machine, cyber, or psychic monsters from your hand, and this turn they can attack directly.
And during the next standby phase after it was banished, you can add it to your hand.
It's based because you can summon.
You mentioned it's good for Jinzo.
Damn it, you took my bit.
No, yeah, I read your notes and it's like, oh shit, that's a good point. I genuinely didn't think of that until you said it.
It doesn't make Jinzo playable, but yeah. You
take what you can get.
Second off is a Psychic Arsenal, which you could target a psychic monster, pay life equal to its level times 200, add a machine with a higher level from your deck to your hand, and then during your next main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 banish psychic and machine, one of each, put 1 on the bottom of the deck and add the other to the hand.
It's sad that Cosmo is probably locked in Disney hell, because this is the closest thing to a Cosmo card we can get legally. It
depends, I think. I'd say it's legally distinct.
Oh no, it is. But the thing is, Disney doesn't know that.
I don't think Disney cares. Where's Spaceballs these days?
In my heart.
I've not seen it. We need to watch it.
Oh yeah.
I like convertible.
I'm gonna let you talk about most of these because I think you have way more interesting things to say
I
about
like
them than I do.
Convertible. So basically, it's a level 8 flip effect winged beast monster. It's Earth too. It's got a flip effect which summons a level 5 or higher flip monster in face down defense, except itself. You can send a face down monster from field or graveyard to special summon this card face down. I'd say it's good, but you can't search it. And you've got to flip it face up. So there's only a handful of flip decks that would even consider this.
It's time to summon Spirit of the Fall or whatever that bitch's name is.
What? Oh, you mean the Spirit of the Fall Winds?
Yeah.
That card's weird. It's like in the right space it could be really good, but it's not good.
Yeah, part of the issue is that it has to use up your normal summon when you need like set cards. So
yeah, if that thing gave you an extra set on top, it'd be okay. And then
I think it would be pretty nutty if it did.
But then next in the flip set is a Sunset Beat. If a face-up monster you control is set face down, you can destroy one card on the field. And if it's flip monster you control is flip face up, even during the damage step, you can burn your opponent equal to its level times 200. The card art's good. The card is not so good. I'd say on a scale of
hard to art.
Not good. Swarm of Centipedes is a Pac-Man card, and for that reason it sucks. I'm not going to talk about it. And
can I say real quick? I kind of like every now and then when Konami does this weird shit. It's like, hey, you remember that Swarm of Locust cards? Let's make another one.
Go on then. Sure, you do that. Fine.
No, I like that shit. It's like, if they made another, like, metallizing, like, Parasite card, which they did in, like, Invasion Vengeance, I'd kind of love that.
Yeah, we can't stop them. that's my only takeaway from this. It's one of those things where you look at it and go, like, this would be so much better if it actually had flip written on it. It's a non-flip flip monster, and those are the worst. Non-plussed
flip monster. Oh yeah, I like that fucking extra number. Actually, that one's based. I like more extra monsters need like flip effects.
Yeah, more or less. Also, yeah, that one's based because it's an extra deck monster that revolves around being flipped. Oh, there's an Xyz monster as well. Anyway, we'll keep going because we're nearly done. Finally is Xyz Force, which sends an Xyz card from deck to graveyard, or if you can control an Xyz monster with another Xyz material, you can add it to your hand instead. During your next turn, you can banish it from your graveyard to detach a material from an Xyz monster from anywhere on the field. And if it was an Xyz monster, special summon it from the graveyard or banishment. I love this.
That was a funny word you just used, Reggie. What was that?
Graveyard.
No. The other one. The B word.
Banishment.
Yeah, so this is a weird thing that people notice with this fucking card. For whatever reason, Konami decided to opt for, out of nowhere, yeah, we're calling it banishment now.
Okay. At least it's a real term.
I guess, but they're also kind of inconsistent about using it.
Beats calling it the banish pile, which gives me piles when I think about it.
The based pile.
The cringe pile is the best face down. That's face down banished.
Yeah. I've got bad news for Gimmick players.
It can't be any worse than what they normally like. Yeah, no, I like talking about Xyz Force. I think it's based.
This one's a weird one to me because it's kind of like a side grade Degeneration Force.
Kind of, but in a good way, because I like digital bugs. It's no shock to anyone who knows. I own the server.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. But you can mill.
I feel like I have to.
You can mill Xyz Bento and use its effect to change the battle position of Cicada King for it to summon.
I love the idea that you're just leaving your bento lunch out to attract cicadas.
It just works thematically. It also, if you do under the right circumstances, you can use it to search. So, yeah, I think when better Xyz cards come out that you can banish from the graveyard, this card's gonna go pretty hard.
Yeah, I think that's all of them. The imports include Three-Eyed Ghost, Mystic Potato, Junk Dragonlet, and Ulta Meat Offering. And the secrets are Low the Prayers of a Voiceless Voice, which is a weird name change. Why don't they call her Novox? I don't get that.
No.
Vox.
Get it? No Vox. Vox means voice.
That I just said that.
Get it? Did you get it? Did you get it?
No.
No shit. Sorry.
Vox.
Yeah.
Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. Horus, the Black Flame Deity. Lamau. Enigmaster Packbit. Magispector Orthrus Nu. Metamorphosis, which... Back Mutation. I'm trying to make sure I didn't get that name wrong. The Black Goat Laughs, Rumpelteufel, and Iron Thunder. It is a weird-ass assortment of secrets, and this is a trend we'll see continuing. Konami feels like they're scrambling to, like, fill secrets with shit now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Like, it's been so long since I've like actually sat and studied the rarity spreads. I don't care about it anymore because like every time a new set comes out, I go, well, I'm not budgeted in life to buy secret rares, so Lamau.
I don't think anyone is. Like, even competitive players like
What do you
get a
mean,
shop
like-
to sponsor them. No, even competitive players get a shop to sponsor them at like big events, so they don't have to pay for the cards themselves.
That's crazy, man. Like this game, it's not sustainable. Like this game,
It's fucking ridiculous. Like, dude, there's something I'm gonna get into, but Trident Dragion is a card that was not good for a while, but hasn't had many reprints, if anything, and it's reaching like $100 easily. And Konami's Twitter account, in their infinite wisdom, chose to say, borrow one from a friend. And people got fucking mad at them. And they put out a statement. It's like, please do not threaten the employees. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Don't do that. But at the same time, people are fucking mad at Konami. And when they don't have an outlet, they will take it out. It's the same reason for why Steam review bombing happens. If you're doing something fucked up and stupid with your game, and people do not have an outlet, they will, like, review you badly and call you a stupid fucker.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's an easy way around this, and it's reprint your cards. Just reprint your cards. But Konami,
Yeah,
but also
like-
please sponsor us, Konami, please.
No, I don't want to have to, like, hold my tongue around them. I want to call them cunts if they're being cunts.
Damn it! I want free cards.
Right, well, I don't want... I probably said this before, but I don't want to...
Fuck this guy. Sponsor me, not him.
Yeah, wait.
Anyway,
I just don't want to...
we spoke about Phantom Nightmare too much. It's already long gone. We've got to actually speed up because we've got Legend of Destruction next. We've still got stragglers from that.
Oh, wait, can I just talk about the Ultras real quick?
Go crazy.
Saphira, EMP Meow Mine, Skull Guardian Retrain, Promethean Princess, Priestess of the Ashen City, Awakening of Vados, Snake Eyes Poplar, Karnoth, the Eternal Machine, the U-Bell Fusion, I don't remember what it's called, Raid Raptor, Made Magispector, Draco Ryu, Psychic Processor, Goblin Biker. Okay, Legacy of Destruction.
Cool. We shouldn't be too long on this because there's not much left.
Yeah, so first of all, there's Equation System Cannon, which is a card that requires 2 master's degrees to read. Next! Fishborg Harpooner is a level 4 waterfish tuner, and you can reveal it in another water in hand. What did you just fucking say to me?
Fishborg Harpooner is a waterfish tuna. It's interior crocodile alligator.
I summon a level fish tuner harpooner.
This is a silly podcast. I love
God
this.
damn it. I'm dying, Reggie. The harpoon got me. You can reveal it and another water in hand. Special summon one, pitch the other. If it's sent to the grave for a water synchro, you can negate an opponent's monster effects. This is like kind of an upgrade or side grade to White Stingray. It's not bad.
Yeah, it seems playable. Which also brings into question: are they going to unban Fishborg Blaster?
If he and Tidal are both free at the same time, I might shit someone's pants. Maybe yours.
I love the idea of shitting someone else's pants.
I still don't know how it would work, but that's what makes it funny.
It's the threat.
Reggie, how do you feel about memes?
Hate them. Can't stand them.
What about Memento?
Just read the cards.
You like memes? Name every memento. They have a fusion now because they do this. Memento Land Twin Dragon shows where the retarded brother of the Thunder Dragons went, and it's a level 7 Light Fusion Thunder. On Fusion Summon, it pops a Memento in hand or field and searches 2 differently named Memento monsters. Monsters destroyed by battle with a Memento are banished. If this Fusion Summon monster is destroyed, you can revive a level 6 or lower Memento. And I'm gonna talk about the next card too, just because it provides context. Memento Land Fusion is a quick play. During the main phase, fusions. During the main phase of fusion summons, including a Memento monster. If a monster in your possession was destroyed by effect this turn, you can also shuffle back dead Mementos from your graveyard. During your main phase, you can banish this from graveyard to pop a monster you control and search a Memento card. It is weird to see a non-fusion deck get fusion support, but these are actually pretty fucking good. I like these.
I think the design space suits it because they just take from like old non-effect fusion monsters.
Yeah, no, I like that too. Like, dude, I've said this a million times before. It warms the cockles of my heart whenever I see like fucking Fusionist get like a brand new card. Like, that's great. I love that.
Memento and Fusionist.
For real, this game has a really long, vibrant history, and it's kind of fun to see them like pay tribute to it.
They pay tribute to Attic Ghost of all fucking things.
That was based.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty good as well for the deck.
It is. It's very good in the deck.
Yeah, no,
I love him.
I think it's a step in the right direction for making the deck actually have a reasonable payoff.
Yeah, no, I think the thing is, the deck's intrinsic payoff is not too bad. Like, essentially 5 monster Appaloosas is pretty good. I think they need a way to get their Icarus attack up too, and maybe some more monsters that actually go off one popped aside from this guy. But there's like a really good base here. It's not going to be meta or anything, but I like it. It's a very charming deck.
Yeah, on a similar thing, Valmonica also got support. And this time,
you go talk about this one, man.
Yeah, no, which is rare because these guys got actually 3 cards because they didn't get any cards in the previous 2 sets, I want to say. So the first one is Celatris. On a normal Pendulum summon, it adds a Valmonica card from the deck to your hand. If it's into the graveyard while you control a Valmonica in the pen scales, add it to your hand. So, fuck Trick Clown off. Here is your new card. Yeah, no, this thing's really good. Like, basically, having it, you can either...
Wait, can I stop you real quick?
Okay, sure.
Isn't this also the lady that they keep, like, tempting?
Yeah. She exists now. He's like, what if that woman was a card? Now she is.
That's too, like, wide a net to cast for Yu-Gi-Oh, Reggie.
Oh, yeah. But, no, getting back on point. Yeah, no, so basically, if you draw it, that's good, because you can normal summon it and get a card, get a search. You can search it with the field spell. You can set your pendulum scales and mill it with the burial goods, because then you'll be able to choose to do it, and that then bounces back to hand. It's really accessible, and basically raises the consistency ceiling for the deck.
Oh, I also gotta say, I love how Fusion Burial Goods has a much better place in Memento Land now, because the milling the fusion spell is actually really good.
It's ain't about them. but I'm happy for them either way.
We're allowed to share our love for these goofy little decks.
Oh yeah, like these two are like more or less the quote unquote losers of Valiant Smashers, so you know, it's nice to see them like get their day in the sun.
I mean, you say they're losers, but Centurion is... People had expectations of Centurion.
Yeah, well, they're like... They peaked in high school. Let's not go there.
I haven't even begun to peak!
Next is Valmonica Invitare. You can either special summon a Valmonica from deck, but you're locked into activated monster effects that aren't Valmonicas. Or, if you control a Valmonica monster, you can take 2 Valmonica Pendulum monsters, add 1 to your hand, and place the other in the extra deck face up. So the summon from deck doesn't trigger Celatris, but you kind of need her on the field, because if you've got your Pendulum Scales, you can link her off into Selene, the Link 1 Magistus, and just get her back to hand and then normal summon her that way. But the better effect is adding the Pendulum Scales to hand, because on the chance you're more likely to have set your scales and either already searched Celatris, normal summon Celatris, searched Invitare, which you can then set your scales, and then if you already have any copies of the small ones or the pendulums in your hand, you can then commit a Pendulum Summon and then use their effects to banish and get more counters. So basically the deck's playable now. And finally we have a card called Disharmonia, which you can place a counter on a Valmonica Pendulum Scale, then you can either gain 500 life points to retrieve a banished Valmonica card, or take 500 life points to grab one from the graveyard. So all of these, in my opinion, all of these cards should have had this one to put a counter on by default, but they didn't. So here we are. But
yeah, I'm glad they're at least getting something now.
This card is you need it, but it's not essential like the other two are. Like the other two are like 3 or both. No questions.
Fair. I am glad to see them kind of turning it around for Valmonica, because I feel like the deck was so bad on release that I feel like they really needed to.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever made a deck on release that bad.
Remember initial Salamangreat?
Okay, let me reiterate that. Deck build pack. Deck.
Infinity Chasers was pretty bad.
Which one's Infinity Chasers again? There was
Infinitrack, Evil Eye, and Bitchcrafters.
Oh yeah. Infinitrack kind of got eaten by.
It just got vored by Earth Machine.
Yeah, does that count?
I mean, it took a while for it to get vored too, I think. Evil Eye is still probably one of my least favorite decks because of how fucking overbalanced it is.
I like Evil Eye. I think it's stupid.
I think it's stupid and I hate it.
Inside you are 2 wolves.
Neither one has won an OTS.
Anyway, we should probably talk about Centurion.
I'm glad these flopped.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad the OCG banned King Calamity. I wish they'd do it here as well.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Centurion Archetype is a level 12 Dark Dragon Synchro. I wonder who that reminds me of.
Where's your toy? Where's your toy at OCG?
I love how spiteful this design decision feels.
Oh, yeah, you've got a Dark Dragon you can summon. Yeah, it's this one that sucks.
I thought you were going to talk about like the Cornfield Dragon.
Oh, which one's that? Oh, Corn.
The level 7. Not Koeder. I'm talking about the level 7 Synchro. The one that's actually seeing play in Tenpai.
Damn. Well, surely,
we'll get to that.
Surely Quibelt's better. Oh, they don't have that yet, do they?
I don't even remember what the hell Quibelt is.
Quibelt's the level 7 that the Potus monster when it's summoned.
Oh yeah, well, I think they're both valid. Sorry.
Quibelt's way better. Just saying.
I like burn damage. But yeah, Centurion Archetype is level 12 Dark Dragon Synchro. On special summon, adds a Centurion card from deck. Gives your back row protection from card destruction. During the end phase, you can put a non-synchro Centurion from graveyard or banish in back row. Centurion Gargoyle 2 is a level 8 Dark Dragon, and you can send a Centurion you control to the graveyard to summon it from hand. If it's sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can recur it. During the main phase, if it's a continuous trap, you can summon it and make it level 4. I guess this is fine. I don't care. Wake up, Centurion. You've been in a coma for 5 years. Wake up, please!
We love you. Come back to us.
Actually, no, I don't mean it. No, I hate you. Fuck off. Stay dead.
Stay in your coma. Pulls out life support.
Sir, that was just the toaster.
Why is there a toaster in the way?
What do you think it killed itself with? Yeah, let's see. It's a quick play that if a monster is in your back row, declares a level of 4 or 8 and specials a Centurion token with that level, but cannot be used as fusion or link material. During the main phase, you can banish this from graveyard to mill a Centurion card. These add more consistency, but it doesn't feel like what the deck needed. Good.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I really don't like Centurion. Oh yeah, this one got renamed Technologue Valdrath. I actually gotta look up the new name of this, I'm sorry. TCG fucks me up with, like, naming. What the hell is this? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to sort this by, like, Rarity.
Technology Valdrassi.
It's
called Decanologue.
Why can I not fucking...
Decaying log? Either way, it's a rank 10 worm monster. Take 2+ level 10 monsters. When your opponent activates a card or effect, detach one material from this card to negate it, and another to destroy one card on the field. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks with the material, you can destroy one card on the field. If this card exceeds some card is destroyed, you can destroy one card on the field. Destroy, 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 destroy.
Oh, okay. This one's called Wait, this is the rank 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Varudras, the final bringer of the end times.
Oh, it got a wholesale name change. It's still,
that's what I was saying.
It's still got the OCG name on. But yeah, no, this thing slaps. It's really good.
Yeah, it's also...
It's a rank 10, so like it's pretty untouchable by like other decks. Only certain decks can make it.
Trains. We are the trains.
Celebrate another one. Train today.
Trains. It's your train of the day. Trains and ice cream are on the way.
Sounds like
we're broken.
That sounds like a good time for like 5-year-old me.
I was gonna say that sounds like a good time for like a depressed middle-aged dad.
Trains and ice cream.
Yeah.
Hate me wife, love me cane trains.
Nightmare Apprentice is a level 6 Dark Illusion monster. It can be special by discarding a card. On special summon, you can search an illusion monster. If it battles an illusion effect. This is just good.
Yeah, like, imagine searching illusions.
Imagine searching at deck. What about other card?
What about other card?
Kyklos the Circular Fairy is a level 4 Wind Plant Tuner. On normal special summon, you can pitch one to search an insect or plant tuner. If an insect or plant is synchro summoned, you can revive this and banish it when it leaves the field. It's interesting. There's some alright insects you can grab.
Pisses me off. Like when this was like announced, people are going, "Oh my god, it's circular for insects and plants. Plant circular, plant circular." I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. No card does what Mathmech Circular does. No card will ever do what Mathmech Circular does ever again."
I miss Mathmech Circular.
Yeah, me too. That deck's fucking sweaty bull cheeks now.
I know, it's depressing. I didn't even bother trying to rebuild my deck after they banned it because it's just like,
what's the point?
Yeah, it just...
Oh, dude.
God, it was such a good mid-range deck.
The deck wasn't even doing anything.
I just didn't like it. What did I do that time? I don't know, I guess I just don't like you.
What are we on now? I'm on Tantrum.
Dino Vader Docus.
Okay, here you go.
Level 6 Earth Dino can be special summoned if you have 2 or more dinos. You contribute a level 4 or lower to special a dinosaur within 2 levels that's higher or lower, and pop it during the end phase. That's kind of neat.
Baby.
He gets baby.
Kill the baby. Kill. Imagine like there's like a dinosaur card factory, and they print a card and they go, "You know what you must do." And they put a baby in front of them.
It reaches for the coat hanger instinctively.
Kill.
Oh god, what did they fucking call this one? It's when there's a will, there's a way out, and they called this one way where there's a will. Fuck
you, Konami. The original net card name was really good. Why do they do this?
Because they're fucking cunts.
By the way, please sponsor me, Konami. Please.
Don't sponsor me. I don't want anything to do with you gremlins.
Sponsor me, not him.
Please, I need Digibabunk.
I need.
There's a need for Sneed. Hold on a minute. Okay. It's a field spell that excavates up to the number of cards that your opponent controls, +1. What? No, sorry. Excavates cards up to the number of cards your opponent controls and adds 1 to your hand, then puts the rest and 1 from hand on the bottom of your deck. During the end phase, if you excavated 9 or more, shuffle all cards on opponent's field and graveyard into the deck. This is funny pack filler, which I like to see, but it's not good.
Oh yeah, like I love silly pack filler cards. I misread this card and thought it was basically like fucking pot of duality on crack. I didn't realize you had. I didn't realize
prosperity.
I didn't realize you had to put cards back. I was like, oh shit, this card's crack. No, it's not shit. It's okay. It's
kind of
fine.
interesting. Yeah. I think sometimes it's fine is the most you can hope for. And you know what? That's good enough. After that, there's Freezing Fire, which is a level 3 Fire Pyro. If either player gains life points, you can special summon it. If either player gains life points, you can make either player gain 1,000 life points.
Finally, the Valmonica extender we were all waiting for.
I'm not reading Tantrum Throwing Tyke or One by One or Following Papa's. I'm not reading that. No one gives a shit. These are cards that were designed.
Well, no, don't be like that. I like these cards.
Go on then.
So Tantrum Throwing Tyke. The Tyke is a 2 material rank 1. Once per chain, if a card effect activation is negated, you can attach a card from both graveyards to this card, and it gains the following effects: 1, it gains 7 attack per material. 4, it can't be destroyed with battles of card effects. 8, you can attach 4 materials to destroy all cards on the fields. And you know, he's just a little piss baby. And I think this game needs more little piss baby cards. Although it's kind of moot point now that Baronne and Savage are kind of banned, and there's no good negates left. So yeah, this card isn't good anymore. And then
it's like the opposite of suffering from success.
Anyway, and 1 by 1 we walk. Frosty Forest Frolicking is a haiku. And
they actually called it. I think they called it Following Papa's Footsteps.
Yeah, which is stupid and just ruins the whole point of the card. So if a card other than this card is sent to the graveyard, banish up to 5 cards from your graveyard face down. Then if you have 7 or more banished cards, your opponent banishes that many cards from the graveyard as possible. It's like the halfway point between DD Crow and Soul Release. It's a quick effect, and you can basically activate this whenever you want. You can chain it to your own resolutions.
Big koala.
Yeah.
That's all for Legacy of Destruction Stragglers, but this is getting released fucking this weekend in the TCG.
We gotta move fast.
Yeah, let's talk about the fucking secret rares here. And some of the fucking renames, because of course. I have to sort this damn list. This is the thing I hate about the TCG side. It's I gotta figure out what the fuck they called these dumb idiots. So secret rares include, well, first of all, there's a quarter century secret rare exclusive and Magicians of Bonds and Unity, which sucks. Secret rares include Gandora G, the Dragon of G-Spot, Silent Magician 0, Diabel's the Original Sin Keeper, Ragnarika the Evil Seed, Nightmare Apprentice, Centurion. Wait, did they call that thing Auxila? Okay, yeah, I guess the Dark Dragon is Auxila. Oh, that's got tits. What the hell?
Dragon tits, let's go.
They look like fucking torpedoes, dude.
Oh,
Hold
dude,
on.
They're the best kind.
No, I mean, literal torpedoes. These could poke your eye out.
Wow, talk about bazookas.
Bazongas.
Oh, boing.
Boing.
There's gotta be one of these every podcast going forward.
I'm gonna breast summon. Yeah, this is what happens when you play Lyra-Lusk.
Mammary summoning. It's the hip new summoning mechanic coming in 2025.
The game is ending in 2024. Yeah, Centurion, Auxila, Varudros, the Final Bringer of the End Times, Shining Sarcophagus, Future Silence, Ragnarika Bloom. Yugi got hit with 4.
Yeah, and 2 ultra rares if you keep reading the list.
Dude, it's fucking. Let's read the ultras too. Yeah, fucking. Where are you? Okay, Silent Swordsman 0, Gadget Trio, Snake Eyes Diabellstar, Celetress Valmonica, Lightsworn Dragonling, Saphira, Gold Pride Eradicator, Minerva the Athenian. Well, the ritual Saphira. Sorry, Gold Pride Eradicator, Minerva the Athenian Lightsworn, Ragnarika Stag Sovereign, Eyes That Bind, Nightmare Throne, Wake Up Centurion. I don't even know how to pronounce that. And Vidos.
Oh wait, so Yugi got 4 secrets and 3 ultras, and I think there's a super there as well.
Dude, why? It's not even good.
I'd like to say in coming up soon, they're probably going to do this with a very certain archetype, and you may not be happy to hear this, Mudwire. But I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I actually don't.
Okay, well, you'll know when you see it.
Yeah, I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, I mean, I definitely figured that Rika was gonna get name changes because it's very I mean, I feel like sticking with the Japanese names would be fine.
It's too Japanese. Cut that shit out.
Where's my Raigeki? Yeah, it's a name change I kind of get, but at the same time, I feel like it's Japanese inspired enough that you could get away with like Raika no Dioga instead of a Ragnarika Stag Sovereign.
You could just call it Raika Stag Sovereign.
Yeah, I think Ragnarika flows off the tongue pretty well at the very least.
Yeah, it's not the worst they've done.
Memento Land.
Yeah.
I don't even hate that one necessarily, but it's a very weird change. I think
adds
Ogdoadic is the weirdest one.
Yeah. Ogdoadic is the hardest one to get your head around. I can't remember what the old one was called, like Abyss, wasn't it?
Yeah, with like the hiss, like snake.
I think it was done on purpose because there's just too many cards that say Abyss on them, and they don't want that.
No, you can say like Abyss, but you spell like hiss, like.
It also becomes like one of those things where you remember that they were talking about like the Shadol construct thing, where you got to get the name right. You can't be like Shadol construct in place of El Shadol
because that one guy got penalized for not writing El Shadol construct.
Yeah. So, but if you write Abyss wrong, like Abyss, not Abyss, you could like.
Yeah.
So it's understandable, probably. This might not even be the reason. They might have been like, yes, Ogdoadic, we are very clever. But it also...
Someone ran around the office shouting Master of Ham again.
With no super nimble mega hamster or something like that.
God. What is wrong
being like the TCG office must be fucking murder. Also, are you hiring by any chance? This is my desk.
Yes, but you're not retarded enough. I'm sorry. Wow,
that's I can't tell if that's a compliment or a... I mean, I'll take it. I've got a certificate saying I don't have donkey brains. Do you have any such certificate, Mr. Konami?
Yes, pulls out Performer Pal second donkey.
Performer Pal second donkey brains.
He's got such a shit-eating grin. Okay,
fuck that guy. Pyrite.
Imports.
Pyrite Knight. You're gonna do imports first.
Yeah, just because this is super quick.
Oh, yeah.
Dandy White Lion, Pendulum Witch, Coda Soul, Supreme King Zark, Synchro Universe. These are fine imports. Pendulum Witch is genuinely good, and I like Coda Soul.
Yeah, it's a shame about Synchro Universe being terrible.
I can't wait till Ixie's Universe is also dog shit.
Yeah, but it'd be way better on based on the fact that you'd probably be able to exceed something using one Zark control.
It's Zark.
It's gay.
I still don't know what prompted them to say that, but I kind of love it.
It's so good. Like this is the sort of shit that lives in our heads rent free. Can I talk about the TCG exclusives now?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, so we've got Pyrite Knight. I like this guy. He's level 5 Earth Warrior. And it's in your hand or graveyard. You can bounce an Earth or Fire Warrior monster you control, special from this card from your to the field, and then a Pyrite token to your opponent's side of the field in defense position. During the battle phase, you can special summon a Warrior monster from your hand. I think he's good.
I wonder who this is made for.
It could be anyone. The level 5 Warrior deck in particular is like the no-brainer. I think they kind of suffer a bit from bouncing cards.
I was gonna say War Rocks.
War Rocks, though, they greatly benefit having that extra special summon during the battle phase because your opponent just absolutely hates Mountain. All they can see is Mountain, and they just want to get rid of Mountain.
Can you blame them?
Yes. Leave my Mountain alone. It's my Mountain. I paid for
Secret rare. It's a secret rare, and I pulled it. I'm mad.
You're mad. I bought it. I'm crazy.
That's worse.
Keeping on that theme is Battle Guard Echoes. When you activate the card, it's a continuous spell. You can add a level 5 Earth Warrior from your deck to your hand, then discard a card. If a monster is returned from the hand to the field, don't know how you're doing that by any chance, you can either search Battle Guard Rage or Battle Guard Howling. Battle Guard Rage is a continuous trap that gives your warrior one monster 1k attack and bounces all monsters it destroys. On Howling,
that's where you're doing it.
And then Howling bounces and burns for the attack of the bounce target when a warrior is targeted for an attack, but you can bounce any monster.
Yeah, so I really like this card because A, it's just like a decent generic effect. I kind of like that it can search those funny little cards. And
there is another effect that so instead of searching the Battle Guard cards, you can also use it. You can also put a monster on the field face down instead.
Yes. I like this card a lot because I love it when TCG exclusives just kind of like similar to Swarm of Centipedes when they just give some old jank like something nice to play with.
Yeah, it's also like the far-reaching implications because like level 5 warriors like every now and again just get like a nice toy to play with. It doesn't make the deck necessarily better, but like it can fix hands, so you can add something like Red Layer and discard. Is it Kaiki, the one that's the fusion summons when it's special summon from graveyard?
Wait, no, this adds Earth.
Oh yeah, E-Search. Oh, what's his fucking called? John the Unity Star or something like that. John the Funky Star.
Jerry the Phony Star.
there's one that special summons itself.
Jerry the Beans Man.
But yeah, and then anything you discard can also be summoned with the Feast of the Wild.
Yeah.
Level 5, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, no, I do like this. I like how they're slowly trying to like make battle guards be something.
Yeah, one thing that does annoy me is that it only searches level 5 Earth Warriors, not level 5 or higher, because Battle Guard King is objectively the better monster.
Yeah, you do what you can, though.
you deal with what you got.
Yeah, I will say it is weird to me, though, that it gets its search effect off when you bounce something, but the traps are the ones that bounce things.
Yeah. That feels like the sort of thing you do going first. So obviously you'll have that Pyrite Knight. So if you draw it, you add something, pitch the Pyrite Knight. You'll have a monster that can normal summon itself without attributing like Warrock, Mahmoud, or Orpis. Bounce.
Yeah, it's too bad they're not light, otherwise they'd synergize with Pleiades.
Yeah, but then you bounce it, and then you'd add the Battle Guard Howling. Mostly Battle Guard Howling, because I think that's just the better card.
Yeah, I will say I don't think the two traps they search are particularly.
Oh no, they're terrible. But Howling is the better of the two because it's basically just Magic Cylinder, which bounces.
Yeah.
But then if you're going second, you use it to put a card face down.
Yes.
And the last piece of Warrior Sport in particular is Double Die. It's a normal trap which has a hard one to turn on both on either summoning a level 4 warrior from deck if you control no monsters, or targeting a warrior you control and summoning an earth warrior with an equal or lower level. It's okay. I don't hate it.
Yes. There's a few more. There's like 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, there's also the fucking. There's Ashen.
Oh, there's Ashen.
Eyes of the Dragoness of Deranged Devotion is a level 4 fire dragon. On special summon, you can put a counter on an opponent's monster. It cannot be used for an extra deck summon. If it battles a monster with said counter, pop that monster. Both players are burned for its attack and destroy this card at the end of battle phase. It's got use in Tenpai, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
That's depressing.
Krishnerd Witch is built for sex and is a light spellcaster level 4. Cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects while multi-universe is on the field. If a field spell leaves the field, you can special summon her from hand. If an already active field uses its effect, you can shuffle a monster as banished or in the graveyard into the deck. Or, if that monster mentions that field spell, you can special summon it. I feel like we should mention Multi-Universe real quick. Multi-Universe is a field spell that can only be activated if you do not have a face-up field spell. You can target a banished or a field spell in your graveyard, in either graveyard, pop this card, place that card face-up in your field zone. If the card in the field zone would be destroyed, you can banish this from graveyard instead. This is very interesting for decks that require a field spell to stay up, and I think this is probably what they were thinking for Ashen, but also, fuck Ashen.
Yeah, there aren't many field spells I can think of off the top of my head that are both mentioned by a monster, but also activate on the field. All I could think of in my head is Skyscraper, because Captain Gold mentions it, and Skyscraper activates when a hero battles.
There is a legendary ocean, of course, Reggie.
Yeah, but Umi doesn't activate. As in, it doesn't activate. And also,
Shut up!
I don't think any of the I don't think any of the Umis activate.
Pacifist does.
Oh yeah, it does. Wow. Yeah, but then you have to play Krishnerd Witch or something like that. I don't think that's. Oh yeah, about Krishnerd Witch. There was a thing. I did have a thing to say about that, but then I think.
Right. The thing I'm going to say is I'm going to kiss her.
Yeah, so yeah, Mortal Universe also triggers Krishna, which is the synergy between the two.
Yes. Jungle Dweller is a bad Chaos card. I'm not wasting my time.
I disagree. I think it's a good Chaos card. Fight me. At the end of the day, it's a level 8 Dark Chaos monster, which you can search with Chaos Space if it wasn't limited. That's not important. You only have to banish one material.
I guess.
Which makes it way better than something like, say... No. What do Chaos decks play these days?
Levianeer?
Yeah, Levianeer takes, what, 3?
Yeah. Levianeer achieves something, though.
I think this achieves something.
It gets a body on the field, I guess, but that's about it. Void Burial, the Dragon Undertaker, is a level 10 Dark Illusion, and looks badass! It's got the Illusion Battle effect. During the main phase, if a monster your opponent controls is sent to the graveyard, you can activate an effect depending on where this was. In the hand, you can special summon it. On the field, you can make an opponent's effect monster lose 1,500. Pop it if it becomes 0. This is... I think it's pretty... a Haggard Lizard, though, sounds like a drug condition, is a link to Water Reptile that needs 2 different monsters. You can banish a monster from your field face up or your graveyard. Target a monster on the field to give it the banished monster's attack. And if the monster banishes Reptile, draw 1. It's interesting for Reptile decks.
Yeah, on my first read-through, I thought this card was fucking terrible. But, like, the more I think about it, it's actually not bad. I quite like it.
Yeah. Unironically, like, a draw 1 can be nice in some cases. Like, in Aliens, you have a goal always to get 3 different reptiles onto the field so you can summon the Link 3. And this is interesting because it means that you've got another opportunity to get something that you need. Like, you could... I mean, this is a stupid example, but you could maybe draw into a fucking Danger Tsuchinoko.
That's a hell of an ask. There aren't many reptiles that like benefit from being banished, are there?
No, not really.
That's the biggest problem with this. But it does turn on.
You don't have to banish a reptile, is the thing.
Oh, you can banish any monster?
Yeah.
No, you're only going to banish a reptile anyway, because...
Right, but that's what gets you the draw. But you can choose to banish like a T-Drag in your graveyard if you want.
I suppose so, but I want to banish reptiles so I can draw a card. And it does turn on the graveyard effect of Ogdoadic Daybreak. So you can put you can put it back and then mill a reptile.
Daybreak is very good.
Daybreak is very good.
It's pretty insane.
The more I think about it, the better it gets.
For real, it's nutty. Like, I think that's another way to like just get to your bodies on the field in the Alien. But anyways, let's see. There's the Ashen shit here, which is it gets worse. Okay. Vados, the Dragon of Endless Darkness, is a fusion that needs Vados plus 2 level 9 or lower Pyros. Cannot be destroyed by card effects or targeted by an opponent's monster effects. On fusion summon, wipe the opponent's back row. If the opponent activates a card or effect, you can send an Ashen card from field to graveyard to pop that card. Lol. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
God. Embers of the Ashen is a level 8 Dark Fusion and needs 2 Pyros. On fusion summon, you can recur a field spell. At the start of the damage step, if this battles an opponent's Pyro monster, you can pop that monster, and if it's your turn, it can then make a second attack.
Busted. Absolutely busted.
These continue to not impress.
I would say so, but at the same time, these are very super poly. That card's basically a super poly target. The deck can main deck super poly, which is cute.
On your turn.
Depends. If you...
The field spell only makes some Pyros on your turn.
Yeah, but the new trap doesn't. You can banish it and a Pyro to make them Pyros on till the end of their turn. Only for one turn, though.
Why did they do this? Zombie World existed 10 years prior. Jesus.
That's crazy, though. Like, they refuse to make a card as good as Zombie World. It's still just like one of the best field spells ever made for what it does.
I wouldn't go that far, but
no, fuck you. Kills your Flandries deck.
Okay, that's just funny.
It kills Flandries, and that makes me a happy man. Fuck those birds.
Fair. Look, I run Eldritch Zombie World because that's the objective correct way to play it.
I've gone back to thinking about that Haggard Lizards. Don't some of the Riker monsters have banished synergy?
Kind of. They don't. They're not things that proc like Resonance Insect, but I think some of them do.
Oh yeah, you can banish Resonance Insect. But you don't get.
You're already doing that in bugs. You're already doing that in bugs.
Please, just do anything. Play the game normally. This is more interesting than talking about.
Fucking Pico Falena shows up with like armor horn, and she just like gently like. She gets like some stickers and just like gently stickers Resonance Insect onto armor horn. Thank you, my friend. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is way more interesting than talking about Ashen, by the way.
Spearhead of the Ashen City does not have a spear for a head, and he's bad. Same usual summon condition. If your opponent has a monster with 2,800 or more attack, you contribute this to targeting bounce an opponent's card. Wow, I can use Vados twice? I'd rather kill myself.
Ashen Conehead.
Ashen dipshit. Shaman is a
Dan Aykroyd. The Coneheads.
Ashen crystal gold vodka. Absolutely pure, made from Pompeii water. What is that lava rolling towards me? Oh no.
Hakuma Ashen.
Arkhammer Diamonds, quadruple terminated. Shaman is a level 4 and has the same summon condition. You can target 3 banished pyros or dead ones, shuffle them back in the deck, and if you shuffle an Ashen, you can search Obsidian. Okay.
Cool, I guess.
No, it's pyro.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Ow.
Ah! My fingies! What did you just send me? Thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Reggie.
Yeah, I'm so over this. I'm over this deck. I want out.
Well, so do they, but just like us, they got to keep doing it.
Wow, this truly is the
Rekindling
of archetypes.
Rekindling the Ashen is a quick play that puts an Ashen that is banished from your graveyard on the bottom of the main deck, then targeting negates an opponent's effect monster. This is okay on account of being tolerable disruption, but the fact that it specifies main deck is a little bit petty.
Yeah, so if you lose your fusions, fuck.
Lose your fusion?
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's nice that you can like get back your banished ones, which I think it's fine. It gets the spell.
Yeah.
It gets the spells and traps back where Priestess would only get monsters.
Spells and braps.
Is there anything left? I hate this.
Extinguishing the Ashen is a normal spell that mills a dark pyro, then searches a level 5 or higher pyro, and locks your extra deck to pyro. You can banish it from graveyard to fusion summon a pyro. I mean, this is fine. It grabs Vados, but also fucking locks you in the worst way. The pyro extra deck is not huge. Not even Snake Eye runs pyro monsters in their extra deck.
I think it's funny because you could, in theory, make that Gaia fusion, because that's a pyro, and so is the Synchro. So if you have a level 3 tuner that's worth summoning, you could make that as a going first option. It's not great, just...
Yeah, if you got a level 3 that's worth summoning, you can make something not worth summoning.
Look, dude. I'm spitballing.
I don't want to look.
I like that Gaia fusion, so I don't have many chances to talk about it.
Well, oh yeah, okay. Speaking of that thing that makes things pyro on the opponent's turn, Ashen to Endlessness is a continuous trap, and during the main phase you can fusion a pyro using monsters from either field, including Vados. If you do, it gets 500 attack for each material used. You can banish it and a dark pyro from graveyard. All your opponent's monsters become pyro. This is not disruption since the field spell only makes things pyro on your turn, and this deck has to go second to do shit, but can't eat through disruption.
So, can I double check Obsidian? Does it make all monsters on the field pyro?
Yes, during your turn only.
So you're supposed to give Obsidian to your opponent. But by then I'd have activated my own field spell over it.
No, it makes everyone pyro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you give you give Obsidian to your opponent. It's their turn. All their monsters become pyro. Also, saying pyro is like getting hard on I'm sending like pyro, like the little.
You're right, but you also have to get Vados on the field, meaning that you have to pop said field spell.
Yeah. Stop asking questions. Just summon the dragon.
I'm trying to.
I'm more surprised that if you squint really hard Extinguishing the Ashen looks like ice.
You can't read the
It
words.
looks like ice barrier.
Oh, hold on. God damn it.
No, as in effect wise.
Oh, I thought you meant the card art.
Oh, no.
Okay.
The card art looks like he's won one Ashilian votes.
I feel like this is the second time we've talked about Jeb.
Wait, when was the first time?
I don't know, and that's what concerns me.
I thought you mean this podcast. We've only spoke about Jeb Bush this time.
Oh no, I don't even know who Jeb Bush is.
We need to get the Jeb Bush counter going.
Ding!
So we'll officially call this 2 Jeb Bushes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Is that all the TCG shit?
I think so. I hope so. It better fucking...
If I missed something, it's not important. So the interesting thing about all of this is that Tenpai did not get anything above a super.
That to me is so funny. People have been whinging for fucking years that there's not an affordable deck, and now there's an affordable. They go, no, this deck's too good. Boo, it'll go second.
Well, you say affordable, but Trident and Dragion.
You don't have to play Trident Dragion.
I'm gonna, because I was stupid enough to have a copy already.
Well, good for you. Can I borrow it?
Kill yourself.
Damn, I was hoping that would work. You lied to me, Konami.
Shit, I should have just said battle phase. That would have been a better joke. God damn it.
Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And you miss the ones you take sometimes.
You have bad aim.
That's what my ex said.
Oh.
I'm gonna edit this one. You've been doing too much editing.
Okay, I'm being frozen out of the editing process. He don't want me no more.
If you're frozen out there and I'm in here and you're the sheriff,
where's the caveman? I think we should come in on that. Where's the caveman? So that they have no context.
Okay, now that we edited all that bad shit I said out, we can start the slur competition. Here we go.
Infinite Forbidden.
Wait. Battles of Smedge and Braptor 1.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
This one's as bad as people expected.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Oh.
It comes with dice. And there's a Judgment Dragon dice that's really hard to get, so I had to pay $20 for the full dice set.
$20 for a dice. What is he, stupid?
For the full dice set.
Oh, that's $20 more than I'd ever pay for dice. I just find mine on the floor.
Those are acorns.
You leave my.
I've been meaning to talk with you about this.
You leave my decons alone.
Corn is a number, right?
No.
Yeah, important reprints or quote-unquote important. Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, Gameciel, almost a whole ass hero core with the stuff you can get in Rarity Collection 2, number 90, Miracle Rupture, the yugioh line. Yugioh's like $10 because people are hyping the fuck out of Fiend Link. More Kaijus, Astral Language Utopia, Fossils, Grenmaju, Double Helix, Behemoth, Tuspa Rocket. It's not great. There's not a lot of Raid Raptor high price stuff, but that is covered in the OTS pack, which has Tribute Lanius, Raid Raptor Call, and 4 Strix as commons. Thank fuck. It's got Signet Mining, Raider's Wing, Saphira, Puppet Plant, and Marionette Might, Hymn of Light, Match Spectre Tornado, and Tempest All as common. Ultimates as Chaos Angle. I'm not correcting that. Vanquisher Rock, and Harpy's Feather Duster. Supers is King Tiger Wanghu, Aruha, Chandragleer, Coatl, Soul of Sharvara, DDD Caesar, and Sleepy Memory. Why they reprint Unchained after nerfing it feels weird. And they've also got Rarity Collection 2, which is May 23rd release. I kind of hold my breath for this, but so far confirmed cards are Access Code, Magician Souls, Silent Magician and Silent Swordsman, Droll and Lockbird, Ghost Ogre, Ghost Mourner, Phantasme, Reichphobia, Perlerino, Wraith Sauce, Calarium, so basically all the Visa's field spells, IP Masquerena, Rescue Cat, Appaloosa, Pearly, My Friend Pearly, Pearly Pretty Memory, The Solemn Trio, Book of Moon and Eclipse, Preparations, E-Telly, Gold Sark as a quarter century secret rare, DD Crow, Seravis, and they promised no repeats from the last set. And I don't know how they're going to fill this set.
I know how they're going to fill this set.
With crap.
Potentially. Most likely shit, but not great. It was funny though because we were talking about this as of the time of recording the last podcast. We were like, "Oh, what are the chances of them doing a Rarity collection too?" And then they announced it like a week later.
Yeah, I don't trust the TCG side. Because they did this very weirdly fast after Rarity Collection 1. Because I think for the first time in years, they turned a fucking profit because they made good decisions instead of being fucking idiots.
They saw they had a good thing going, and they had to immediately ruin it by doing it again. But
They're
worse.
going to! They're fucking idiots!
I mean,
they continue to dilute their own brand with stupid, shitty set after shitty set. And it's made worse by the fucking Rarity issues. You can get a deck build pack in Japan that you can build every single deck from. But here, you get maybe one ultra rare, like, maybe one ultra rare you fucking want. And then you have to pay $20 million for the other two.
You're like the AVGN of, like, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Someone has to be.
Anyway, yeah, it's not going to be good. I'm trying to think of what other sets, like, where they did it again. Like, Maximum Gold was okay. They did that. Ghost from the Past 2 pretty good.
Ghost from the Past 2 was objectively an improvement from the first one.
It's an improvement.
Yeah, I really don't hold, like, I'm not holding out hope for this because the last set was too good. What are they going to reprint here?
I mean, everything they're reprinting sounds like it needs a reprint. Like, Access Code needs an affordable reprint. IP could do with a few, but like IP's teetering dangerously close on being banned.
Here's the thing I'm thinking: these are going to be the only good cards you'll see. Everything else will be crap from like.
But yeah, they're reprinting like Silent Magicians and stuff, so there'll be some support for that, which doesn't get reprinted. If they reprint some things like Magnet Warriors, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I don't mind some reprints of things that have just become expensive, but they're huge fans of diluting their sets with shit and then wondering why no one fucking buys them.
Yeah, they've got one shot. This set will still sell well on the account that it's Rarity Collection, but if they don't do a good enough job, Rarity Collection 3, which they will do, because this one will sell off the back of one. It will not perform remotely the same.
Yeah, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all.
Just borrow a Rarity Collection from your friend.
That's still the dumbest thing they've...
I can't believe that happened, like, as of recording this video, like, what, last week?
I think, like, a couple of days ago.
What day? It's Friday the 19th today.
Like, you know, maybe you guys would get less shit if you fixed your shit and stopped being greedy cunts. I'm gonna be bitter about this. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, dude. You pop off on that. You're not wrong. At the end of the day, it's just it's stupid that we have to. Yeah, shut up, baby. I know
it. Yeah, it's. Like, look, I know the Japanese side of the game isn't perfect, but like in terms of rarities and like
at least you can afford
to
play the fucking game.
Yeah, like look at I'm gonna talk about the Digimon TCG here for a split second.
Agumon,
because I love that game. Agumon, like that game's cheap in a good way. All the good cards have like alternate arts, so those will be the things that will cost money instead of the actual versions of them. It's a fun game with like a fun concept. It's got a really good central mechanic. It's good. I like the Digimon card game. And I like that they respect your wallet.
The Agumon alt art is just Agumon with a gun.
Oh, there's an Agumon Hitler, so.
Oh. We should move on.
That's not a gag.
We should move on.
No. Hold on, let me post this.
No. This means it's going in the fucking podcast as well.
Yeah, hold on. Here we go.
Yep. That's Agumon Hitler in my Discord.
I still don't know what caused this.
I know what caused this.
Why does he have gloves?
It's like a Sonic the Hedgehog type thing. He doesn't have to wear them. He just does. Because we don't need to know what his hands actually look like.
Whoa, my fingernails have a lot of grime under them.
All right, let's talk about Infinite Forbidden.
Yeah, info, like a Lego Infomaniac. Whoops! You have to put the CD up your... Exodia is here.
Remember how I said you got all those secret rares? His grandpa's gonna get fucked too.
That... Don't say it like that.
Did you fuck my grandpa, Konami?
Did you fuck my grandpa, Exodia?
What? Yeah, so we got a big boy, a fusion of Exodia. His name is Phantom Exodia Incarnate. He can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects, and once per turn, if it battles, it gains attack equal to the life point, equals your life points during damage calc. Once per turn, you can negate one spell trap activation, and during the end phase, set an Exodo spell or trap, or obliterate 3 exclamation marks from your deck. You lose 1k life points every standby phase as a maintenance cost. He's fucking...
This is fucking cool.
He's fucking jacked.
I kind of love him.
Oh yeah, no, this is exactly what Exodia should have been the whole time.
Dude, it's very fun. I like it a lot. I will say about... I'll get into it after we talk about this whole wave of cards, but it's very interesting.
Then we've got the Millennium Cross, which is the linchpin of the entire strategy. You show 5 Forbidden 1 monsters, so all your Exodia bits, from on your hand, deck, or field. Special summon 1 Phantom Exodia Incarnate from your extra deck, and then shuffle face-up monsters you control into the deck, except Exodia monsters that are level 10 or higher. And then you can't summon for the rest of the turn. And this card is shuffled into the deck after activation. Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is one of the weirdest cards I've ever seen, but I really like it.
Yeah, it reads like a really, really old card.
I know. Well, Exodia is.
Yeah, but like it's like a playable, really, really old card.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing too is that, like, unlike shit like Red Eyes Fusion, the lock works towards the playstyle of the deck, and it's just...
No, you know what this is?
The thing.
This is contracted with Exodia if it was good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I really like this card. This is really cool. I like that it's a fusion spell that just, like, shows your opponent the shit's like, yeah, it's there.
I like how it shows it on field as well. How do you do that?
Get your magnifying glass, cunts.
Look, it's there. It's right there. Judge, I can't see it. He's lying to me. Just gaslight your opponent.
There's a blind guy, like, tapping on your field with his blind stick. Where is it? Where?
Funnily enough, as well, this effect also shuffles Exodia and Necros into the deck if you control it, because it's not a level 10 Exodia. So for all your Exodia Necros stands out there, I'm so sorry.
Why is he level 4?
I don't know. Why has he got 1800 attack? What a silly card.
This is what happens when you're used by the guy who played Cloudian.
No, I thought it was used by, like, Kaiba's dad or something.
Oh god, I think
it was
right.
Virtual World Arc.
All the anime filler is so garbage. Holy fuck.
It's so bad.
Like, I've probably talked about this before, but the original manga is actually pretty tightly written, all things considered. Kazuka Takehashi knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing, always.
Yeah, he didn't waste time. He
did the right thing. But alternatively as well, on the topic of things that don't get shuffled into the deck, Legendary Exodia Incarnate, which is that effect monster that special summons itself by tributing a Forbidden one, and
it's all coming together.
Exodia the Legendary Defender, which is that one with the Kazuki Takahashi art from the tins.
That one's like level 1 though, isn't it?
No, you're thinking of True Exodia.
Oh, yeah.
Legendary Defender is that level...
Oh, you're talking about the one that kills a Dark Fiend and makes you win.
Yeah. I think that card's base.
You have to tribute 5 monsters for it. I want someone to pull that out in the middle of a DDD match. It's like, you're a move, fucker.
Say goodbye to your fucking life. Notice that you...
Machinix, get out of there! Machinix, no!
Notice that you win the duel at the end of the damage step. I've just read the card and it says you win the duel at the end of the damage step, which means, like, if you
actually has to kill it.
If you prevent this card from going off at the end of the damage step, you do not lose.
I have infinite impermanence to your Exodia. What now?
Oh.
I love to imagine the idea of an Exodia running like full speed at someone's like DDD Kepler, and then you just impermit and he just trips.
Oof!
Wait, hold on. There's a very specific image I need to post. There's a very specific image.
We should probably pin this so we know where this is going in the show. Wait. I assume you're going to show this to the viewers.
Here it is. This is what it would look like.
Yeah, I need the one that's like all of them.
I think I have it. Hold on.
This makes for good television, for the record. It's a lovely interactive.
This is compelling television.
This is borderline a radio show.
I gotta look at
this image.
I gotta search my GIFs in my Pokemon folder. I see 2 images of like May's ass, so that's a good start. Where is it? Okay, this isn't it, but I still like this one.
Oh, is it the Reggie trigger? Yeah. Buddy. Yeah, that's good.
I have a weird amount of like Reggie animations. Shit.
I love these little guys.
They're great. I used Regirock and Sapphire once because I thought it would be funny, and I was correct.
I'm so glad Regirock's playable with neutralizing gas.
Regigigas, you mean?
Yeah, Regigigas.
There's an. I know I'm taking like a sidetrack here, but there's an image of him I really fucking like.
I love every image of Regigigas.
They're all good, but there's one in particular I really like where it's like, let me see if I can fucking find it. Oh wait, yes, there it is. This one's really good.
Delicious.
My favorite.
Also, I'll freeze the frame on this GIF. We were going way off track, and I think this is what podcasts are all about.
You got the whole squad laughing.
Damn, bro. But like Regigigas is like doing his fucking like arm thrust thing. Just like. Oh, dude, that's a really good looking card as well. Why are Pokemon cards like just so good?
They have very lovely art.
Like,
I think it's because they've already got like. Sorry.
No, carry on.
I was gonna say they've already got the design like worked out, so it's just like we can just everyone knows what it looks like. We can just put it in a nice post now.
Yeah, this is the thing that Rush Duels need to like capitalize on. Is like is the full art cards. I think they could maybe not.
There it is. I found it.
The full arts can't come to. Yeah, there it is. The full arts can't come to Konami like the OCG/TCG like it can in Rush Duels because the design is not for it. But I saw some. Yeah. There are some like extended arts where they come out of the frame. I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
But they once. I think that would be a thing for when QCRs finally expire.
When they fucking die, they'll probably go back to Starlight rarities.
Yeah, probably because they've got no imagination. Anyway, back to Exodia.
Wait, one more. Hold on. It's loading. There it is. Can you see it? Are you looking at it?
It's not. Is it like a long GIF or is it?
Yeah, hold on.
The payoff is killing me. Oh shit! Anyway, we'll talk about some of these cards. We'll talk about some of the spell traps first. Exodia Blaze, a level 10 Exodia monster gains the following effects. Pay half your life points. You can't activate other cards or effects for the rest of this turn. Equip it with as many Forbidden One monsters as possible from your hand or deck, and it gains 2k attack for each and gains piercing.
Oh my god.
So you could. So on the topic of like Legendary Defender, you don't have to tribute summon it with 5 monsters. You can just tribute summon it normally, and then activate this and give it the 5 equips to make it 10k attack with piercing.
Oh yeah, fuck, that's rad.
So you can actually resolve. I don't know if it was advertent or not, but they made it so you can actually use this card.
I've always wanted to use Legendary Exodia Incarnate, and in Duel Links they fucked that up. So this is really cool. Yeah,
no, that completely fixes everything. Which also goes to show, on that topic, this deck cannot come to Duel Links because you can't equip 5 Forbidden One monsters.
Yeah, I remember that was a problem for like Crystal Beast for a while, but then they just gave Rainbow Dragon and Errata because they don't give a shit anymore.
We just don't care. But you know,
to be fair, that is pretty based.
yeah, Exodia Blaze is pretty good. So yeah,
I like it a lot. And then there's Raging Hellfire, Exodo Flame, which is a trap. And if you have a level 10 or higher Exodia, destroy all your opponent's cards. If it's in the graveyard except the turn it was sent, you can banish it to either search a forbidden one from deck or graveyard, or shuffle up to 5 forbidden ones from graveyard and or banishment.
based.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting because I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but this is like the only card here that helps with the traditional Exodia playstyle.
Yeah, I'd agree.
This deck lineup is a little bit weird, and this is something that I wrote, but this is where shit gets weird because Solomon didn't do a lot of dueling, and he didn't always use these when he did. But in the video games, he kind of did, which is where a lot of this is being pulled from. So prepare for the most schizo monster lineup in history.
Starting with probably the only monster in
caveman.
the only monster in this lineup that does have schizophrenia, the caveman that awoke after a millennium. It's fucking
AKA Sengenjin!
Fucking Sengenjin 2.
He can be put into your back row as a continuous spell if he's in hand. This is something that they all share. And if it's a continuous spell, you can pay 2,000 life points or reveal Cross in hand, special summon it, and search a Millennium or Sengenjin monster. Cannot be destroyed by monster effects. I don't know why they went with the game plan of them being back row, but it's interesting. Also, this can search Millenniumized Illusionish, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it opens up the design space a little bit to all these sort of... Because, you know, at the end of the day, they're all, like, Millennium-themed and based around the Millennium items. So it makes sense. It makes sense that he can grab them, because, you know, that's what he does. He grabs them. Look, he's even grabbing Millennium
Jesus.
Shield, like, ah! There's only one problem with these cards, and that is if you Ash Blossom them, they don't summon. And they're kind of stuck in the back row like stupid idiots. Also,
it's okay, buddy,
it can search Sengenjin, but it cannot summon Sengenjin, and neither can any of the other support. So there's no point.
I want there to be a turbo deck that just puts Sengenjin in back row and does nothing else.
You see,
like
I have put Sengenjin in the back row. I have already won.
He's just like the dude in like the stands of the Coliseum watching you get slaughtered. It's like, yeah, go get him. He's eating popcorn out of the Millennium Shield.
Oh, it's like that Dune popcorn bucket, but with like.
I really hate that I see that thing, and the first thing I think is I really shouldn't stick my penis in there.
Don't think it. Don't say it. Don't think it. Don't say it. It's like the Among Us thing. You just start seeing.
They're making like They're making like an Optimus Prime popcorn bucket too.
No, no. It's just him goat seeing.
That's not it. But
Goatimus Prime. Autobots.
Oh shit! I found something even better. Hold on.
Oh shit! Look at this monkey.
Me brain.
Dude, I love novelty shit from like theaters. I love that they're like their business model is so like heavily lost. Like.
Yeah. Okay. I found what the popcorn bucket looks like, and this is gonna surprise you. Okay.
If it's just Optimus Prime's fucking head, I'm gonna like scream.
No, it's even better. It's the full thing.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
It's so great.
Dude, like
I have no idea if this movie's gonna be good or not.
That fucking sippy cup's got nothing compared to like it's the Chad Optimus popcorn bucket versus the Virgin Bumblebee sippy cup.
You couldn't even get through that without realizing how stupid it is.
Oh god, where has this gone? We just gotta talk about Exodia. It's all we've got to do.
Can I say this? I love how he's got legs even though he doesn't need them.
That just makes it like that just makes it so much cooler.
You're just holding him like a toddler in like the theater, eating your popcorn gently.
Like a baby.
you just lean over to the child next to you. It's like, this is my favorite part.
Oh, fuck me, dude. That's so good. Oh my. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Next up is Golem that guards the Millennium
That guards
treasures.
the popcorn.
There
he is!
Golem that guards the Optimus Prime popcorn bucket. No, it's fine. I paid $10 for this. Wait, how much is,
Megatron,
wait,
fuck off!
wait, how much is popcorn in the theaters these days? It was £10 when I last saw a film like 10 years ago.
You know, I feel like it's gonna be more, but you never know.
It's got to be at least what $25 for a large. That looks like a large popcorn bucket.
That would probably be like $50 minimum. Like, holy shit.
You could get it in the regular bucket for $15, or you can spend $50 and get the coolest fucking thing ever. Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
The Golem that guards the Millennium treasures. He's not very good because Sengenji's got all of them on his back. So if you control him, the activation of Millennium Cross can't be negated. And
wait, can I cut you off here?
go for it. This episode's gone anyway.
Okay, you say he guards the Millennium treasures, right? They're not broken. A troglodyte just has them. As long as he guards the troglodyte, he's still doing his job.
What can I say? He's found the secret. they ain't gonna fuck with that guy.
Man, my job's a lot easier now. Shit.
Yeah, but then you have to follow Sengenjin around all day. What does he do?
Look, I was stuck in a fucking like temple for 20 million years. Give me a break.
Anyway, the activation of Millennium Cross can't be negated, which is good. Once per turn, if this card is in your hand, you place your face at spell trap. They all have this effect. If it's a continuous spell, you can either pay 2,000 or reveal a Millennium Cross to special summon this card and then add Shrine of Wedju from your deck to your hand.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're calling it that. Goddamn TCG.
What's it called in the OCG?
I think it's called Temple of the Stone Slabs. I don't even fucking know anymore.
It's fine. It makes like searching for this deck really hard. Like on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, you have to like search specific things. Because if you search Millennium, you'll lose. You can't find the smaller ones. If you search like Millennium Cross, and then if you search Shrine of Wedju, only the Golem shows up, and the field spell. Yeah, Shrine of Wedju is a field spell. So for context, that allows you to where is it? During your main phase,
it's a field.
Place one monster from your hand in the spell trap zone, then place a Millennium monster or Sengenjin in your spell trap zone as well. And if a Millennium monster or Sengenjin will be destroyed without lock artifact, they get crystal beasted.
Wait, Reggie. You know the bit we were doing earlier about how the caveman's in there and we're out here?
Where's the caveman?
Sengenjin's frozen, but we're out here and Sengenjin's the shit.
Where's Sengenjin?
He's the frozen caveman.
Oh, fucking! I've got so many ideas for like the front panel art for this, and we got it all. We got it all from this one section.
It's frozen Sengenjin. That's what
it was
we're
either
doing.
frozen Sengenjin. I was going to suggest Regigigas and Exodia shaking hands.
We could still fit Regigigas' friend.
We are out here and he's in there. Where's Sengenjin? Oh, fuck.
It takes Regigigas 5 minutes to respond.
Right, so next up is the Shield of Millennium Dynasty, which is just Millennium Shield. It's an Earth Warrior, and it can't be destroyed by spell trap effects. Each once per turn, place in your spell trap zone, blah blah blah. If it's in the continuous spell trap, if it's in the spell zone, sorry, it pay 2,000, reveal a Millennium or reveal Millennium Cross. Special summon this card and add Millennium Cross.
Cannot be destroyed by back row.
Yes. So I feel like it feels like this is the worst card, but you still need it because Millennium Cross is just really important.
I say it's still very good because it's just part of your standard lines to get to it, and if you get drolled, you shit your pants.
If you get drolled, at least you have Millennium Cross and you can just summon Exodia.
No, I mean like if you send Genjin into this and then you get drolled.
Oh yeah, shit. Then you are boned. But I assume you're running 3 cross anyway.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't you? Millennium Moon Maiden is... Her original card was not a Millennium, but whatever. Level 4 Light Illusion. Same placement condition. If opponent activates a card or effect while this is back row, you can special summon it and give your level 5 or higher illusion and spellcasters targeting protection. It's got the illusion battle effect. And targeting protection like this that's reactive is always weird because sometimes it can just be too late. Because it gives the opponent a window to imperm.
Yeah, it's not really... It's good to have just as bodies on the field, but...
Yeah, I guess 1 is fine to run. Same with Millennium Fiend Reflection, which is a level 4 wind illusion because illusion means nothing. Same place and summon effect as above, gives you life points equal to half the attack of a monster on the field. Illusion effect, these okay.
I think this is fine because you're already spending like a certain amount of life points to maintain Exodia.
I will say the potential of getting like 4,000 life points off Exodia, maybe more, is pretty fucking funny.
Also, because we're out of things to search, you can also search Millennium Seeker, the worst card to ever exist.
I always love how each year has its very special worst card to ever exist. Because last year you had like the fucking Baronne traps in like 2018 or something. You had Rage with Eyes of Blue.
It's
always
there's always just a terrible card. But yeah, no, that's the Exodia stuff. We got through there eventually, but this stuff is really cool. I like it a lot.
I do. It's weird, but like in a good way. I like it on the fact that it's a really interesting gameplay style. It's Exodia, which is cool. Exodia is cool. And even though it is a far cry from what the deck does naturally, this is still a really interesting, competent direction to take it.
And you can still, and you also have the backup option of just like drawing Exodia and winning.
Counterpoint. I'm going to attach arms to Incarnate's arms, and now he will double punch you.
Ultimate punch. Yeah, so this is what I was saying about, the Yugi stuff getting such a shit rarity spread. This is my concern for Infinite Forbidden.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird thing for me because I'm probably not going to actually build this deck because I have enough decks as is. Like, Infinite Forbidden is kind of weird to me because I feel like there's not too much that really interests me specifically.
I'm different. Like, there's so much stuff here I want. Like, I want that Exodia stuff, and I want some other things we're about to talk about.
Yeah, I know I dropped this on my brother because he loves playing Exodia. He was like, "Oh shit, that's rad."
Well, that's good.
Yeah, Dragon of Soul and Pride is another bad 25th anniversary card, and Dark Magician, the Ebon Sorcerer, is, his stat line. If Shining Sark is on the field, you can special summon him. He becomes Dark Magician in the monster zone. If he's popped in a level 5 or higher monsters on the field, you can special summon this, then set it back or directly from deck that mentions Dark Magician. I mean, I guess the idea is to use it with Gandora.
It stinks. It stinks. It stinks.
This is the only card that synergizes with Gandora, but that's not something you should do turn 1.
No. The option that it gives you is not great either.
Well, to be fair, getting Eternal Rivals is actually pretty decent.
Oh no, I'm talking about the actual inbuilt one that they're offering to you.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Dark Magic Mirror Force. If an opponent's monster declares an attack or uses an effect that would destroy a monster while you have a Shining Sarcophagus Mon, your Shining Sarcophagus monsters each get 1 protection from destruction and destroy all of your opponent's attack monsters. If you have Dark Magician, then burn for 500 for each.
I like how you said small Sarcophagus Mon like it was a Digimon.
Sarcophagus Mon.
Which also does sound like a real Digimon.
It probably is. I guarantee there's like a Pharaohmon. Hold on.
I'm so sorry for the tangent. It's just something comes up and then something infinitely more interesting comes up.
Okay, there's no Sarcophagus Mon, but there is a Pharaohmon.
No.
Oh shit, he's pretty cool. He's got big toes, but he's pretty cool.
He's got big suckable toes. Damn, they are suckable. How many of those do you fit in your mouth?
It's like a whole orange.
You know those dogs that eat that have the billiard balls in their mouth.
Hey Reggie, I found a picture of you when you find toes.
Oh!
We're gonna have to put all this in.
It's gonna go all in. I'm glad you're doing this, not me. This time.
I know. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to fucking business. Yeah, Yugi's stuff. This, like, Dark Magician isn't even small Yugi's card.
I think he kind of inherits it afterwards, but like in the context of the duel that it's supposed to be referencing, it's not. Anyway, this card fucking sucks.
Let's talk about Fiend Smiths. This is the deck that makes me angry.
I saw the Fiend Smith. That made me
angry. So I call Exosisters.
Extract it.
The Fiend Smith is a light level 6 fiend. You can discard it to get a Fiend Smith back row. You can target a Fiend Smith equip you control and a monster on the field. Send both to the graveyard. If it's in your graveyard, you can shuffle another light fiend from graveyard into the deck or extra deck to summon it. I'm going to go through all these like real quick. Fiend Smith Lacrimosa is a level 6 light fiend fusion, needs 2 light fiends. On fusion summon, you can recur or special summon a banished or dead light fiend. Monsters your opponent controls lose 600 attack. If sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle another dead light fiend, burn for 1200. Fiend Smith Disarray is a Fiend Smith Nuts is a level 9 fusion and needs a Fiend Smith plus 2 light fiends. Can quick effect negate cards on the field up to its total equipped link rating. If sent to the graveyard, shuffle another dead light fiend to targeting send a card. Fiend Smith Requiem is a link 1 and needs a light fiend. You can quick tribute it during the main phase, special summon a Fiend Smith from hand or deck. You can target a non-link light fiend to equip this to it from hand or graveyard to give 600 attack. Fiend Smith Sequential is Fear from the Dark and is a link 2 and needs at least 1 light fiend. During the main phase, you can fusion summon the fiend by shuffling dead materials. You can target a non-link light fiend equip effect, gives targeting protection. Fiendsmith Tractus is a normal spell that adds a light fiend from deck, then discards 1. You can banish it from graveyard to fusion summon a Fiendsmith using materials from hand or field. Fiendsmith Fanctus is a quick play that, if you have no face-up monsters except light fiends, specials a Fiendsmith token and attack fiend locks. If a face-up Fiendsmith is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can set this from the graveyard. Fiendsmith in Paradisum is a normal trap that targets a level 7 or higher fiend you control and sends all cards on the field to the graveyard except that monster. If your opponent special summons a monster while this is in your graveyard, you can banish this and send 1 Fiendsmith from deck or extra deck to the graveyard. There it is, your new deck. Fucking Beatrice engine.
I say it's more than that. Like, there's a deck floating around called Fiend Link, which is it was starting to become a thing with like the new
Yubel and Ashen.
Yeah. But now with this, it basically any fiend monster kicks you off your plays with the link 1, which you can search and you can search and you can
a light fiend.
Yeah, which you can search with this handy dandy 3 of light fiend searcher, which also pitches a light fiend. So
Fabled.
Yeah, I hate this game sometimes.
Yeah, I will say it is kind of weird to me that light fiend that has like at least 3 separate decks it's useful in.
Yeah.
Magical Musket, Fabled. I think Lightsworn can actually use it with the snow.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, at the end of the day, you're not like searching fucking Reshef of Destruction. But you know.
Yeah, this is gonna be a secret rare.
So yeah, this is the most expensive archetype in the when it comes to the TCG. Have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm really not excited for that.
The problem is as well, like the Valmonica. I'm on the Valmonica server, and they're just talking about how this is mandatory. You have to play this because Demono Valmonica is a light fiend, which you can search with a field spell.
Yeah, I'm not plussed about shit like this. I've never really been huge on decks that are just like engines.
Yeah, and you know it's one of those things where Konami goes, "Here's the guy, and this is now the guy. We're gonna have to see this guy for like, I don't know, 4 sets."
It's too bad Albaz died.
It's too bad Visas died.
Wait, no, it's good. Good Albaz died.
Too bad Visas got stuck in that time loop.
No, that's also good.
You know that guy. You know that
them.
guy from the softball episode of Simpsons where he falls into the hole of mirrors.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Albaz is still trying to like pull people out of the Dogmatica fire. Ecclesia's just like, you need to put the dryer next to a washer. It's like, yes, dude.
Oh.
They reveal some random shit pretty early, like Shivertake, which is a level 5 Thunder. If a monster whose type is Thunder is sent from hand or field to the graveyard, you can special summon this. If a Thunder is activated in hand, make a token level 1 Dark. Colossus.
Clussy, please.
Disaster Blaster, the matchless turret, is a level 5 Light Machine Pend. Pendulum effect negates everything activated in its column. Monster effect can special summon it to a card with no cards. Negates everything in column. If destroyed, you can pend it. Nova.
Yeah, which you just can't deal with. It's like, no, I'm doing this.
This is your life now. DPA Jun Demore sounds like a Bayonetta character, and is a level 8 Fire Cyber Synchro. On Synchro Summon, it can revive a level 4 Cyber's Lock, effects negated. If your Cyber's deals damage with a monster, you can banish this to double dip on it. It's okay, guys, you have Circular.
Not anymore.
Here he is.
Not anymore, you don't. It's actually, I don't hate this card.
No, it's good, I like it.
If you play it with something like, what's it called, Terahertz, you can just mill it to get the effect, so you don't even have to summon it.
So your opponent Terahertz.
Yeah, or you can use it to make a big old Final Sigma.
Final Sigma!
And just, like, dome your opponent for, like... First off, you'll do more damage than your opponent can take anyway. But it's funny that, like, just in the event that you don't, you can just, like, finish them off. This might actually kill them under Prosperity. Which to me is funny as hell. Like you should, like, if you do it correctly with like multiplication, what's the second attack? Nabla.
Nabla, yeah.
If you set it up correctly, you should be able to just like fucking kill your opponent straight up.
Right, real quick, can I set the scene for you?
Go for it. Paint me a picture.
Your opponent has their full Snake Eyes board like ready. Everyone's in attack position. They look over the hill with their like binoculars from their old-timey Civil War fort, and they notice there's a dust cloud in the distance. Someone is like anime running with their hands like perfectly at their side. They're not balled into the fists, they're like fucking flat because they're ready to karate chop someone. In the dust cloud you see Final Sigma with his horse stapled to his back.
With a horse on his back.
And you are fucking done for.
Yeah, fucking, like, what's his name? Mathmex.
You, come here!
Mathmeg edition's like, no, dude, you're supposed to ride the horse.
He's just using it as a club.
Oh. He's not meant to be smart.
Math is in your name, why are you so bad at this?
But yeah, no, I like it.
Oh, God.
One I also like
is
is a heretical Phoboscobos.
I think my doctor said I had that.
Yeah, no, you should. If you got that, you should see a doctor. It takes 2 level 4 monsters, and you can target one effect monster your opponent controls and negate its effect. And if it battles this turn, you can take. And if this card battles, you can take control of it, the attack target until the end of phase.
It's a quick effect if it has an illusion as a material. Standard illusion effect. This is neat. I think its utility will depend on future level 4 illusions, but I like it.
Yeah, it's I like the artwork. It's utterly incomprehensible, and I love that.
That is what illusion monsters should be. I think that's the thing they should
just look at it
with.
and go, what the fuck is that? But it also makes me laugh that you could probably summon this in like Magic using Yongular Ghoul.
Yeah, that is pretty good. God, man, this thing looks cool.
He's just I just think he's neat.
There's a lot of illusion monsters that have very cool artwork like this, and then there's somebody who's like, white woman. Just like, okay.
It's the Konami way. Next up is Illusion Robot Dragon.
Oh, wait, hold on. Astro World Tree Illumistil is a Link 5 Earth Plant. You can only have one, and you gain life points equals to the attack of what your opponent summons. Quick effect can pay life points in multiples of 1,000 up to 3,000 to give it that attack. Ghost Mourner, I guess.
Watch out, Ghost Sister's got a new friend.
That's her dad.
Damn, he doesn't pay child support, that's for sure.
No, he does. Konami just, like, banned him from entering the country.
Yeah, I don't rate him. but I also don't like plant Link, so fuck those guys, I guess.
I kind of hate how a lot of types are becoming soup decks.
Yeah, we've been talking about soup for quite some time as a concept, and we've gone from like I don't mind soup decks to I'm really getting tired of soup decks.
Yeah. Why are you searching for archetypes at the soup store?
Fuck you.
Anyway, speaking of machine dragons,
This is about them, isn't it?
Drytrons.
Oh, does he know?
Drytron new male, new 2, is a level 1 machine Nomi, 2000. You cannot ritual summon except for machine monsters the turn you what?
We might have a problem here.
If there's a Drytron card on field, you can special summon this from hand or graveyard. Banish it when it leaves the field. If it's special summon, you can add a Drytron monster. Drytron Meteonis equals Dad is back from getting milk and cigarettes and has 5,000 attack. Other Drytrons you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Up to twice per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish Drytrons from graveyard whose attack equals or exceeds it to negate the activation and destroy it. If this ritual summon card is destroyed by the opponent, you can special summon a ritual monster with 4k from hand or deck, treat it as a ritual summon. Alright, let me just use up my fucking comeback and not trigger off of being sent. And also be 5,000 attack in a deck where that matters. Fucking Meteora Drytron is a continuous trap. If a Drytron card is banished, you contribute to Drytron to target up to 2 banished Drytron cards and recur them. You can reveal a Meteora's Drytron and hand a ritual summon using via Drytron, Meteora's Drytron. These are awful.
Yo, dude, like, so imagine this. So imagine like you've got this friend. He's kind of down on his luck. So you let him crash on your couch. You have a pretty good time. And then he leaves with your fucking television and your speakers and your sofa and everything else. You come back to an empty house. This is what.
Well, that's what movers usually do, Reggie.
No, this is what bears do when you hang out with them. The bears stole all the good. The bear stole all the good support.
I should post that webm of the bear just entering into a guy's house.
Yeah, this is what happens. This is why you don't let bears into your house, ladies and gentlemen. They steal all your good support.
I am so mad. They have treated them nothing but kindly, but then this happens. Dude, this is infuriating. I better see Eva limited by next list. Jesus.
Oh man, I knew it as soon as I saw these. I was like, oh no. Like new 2 seemed all right at first until I read it again. Like the list of machine ritual monsters is Quadranids, Draconids, the big new one, and both the Magikey rituals. And to be fair, Betos Buster gets you like searches you a counter trap, but and it's got 2,000 attack, but you know we've got bigger problems. You can't use Garrus Glasser because it's not been summoned using a normal monster. 2 normal monsters with different attributes. I'm so tired.
Oh, Meteora is named after Aurora Borealis.
In this archetype, localized entirely within this continuous trap.
No.
Actually, I thought it was named after that Linkin Park album. Meteora.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. Why does this card need me to tribute a Drytron to recur my thing? Why does it only go off when a Drytron is like banished? Why does it ritual something?
We've got to move on before something bad happens.
Gimmick Puppets. Oh, that's the bad thing that happens.
Oh no.
Who's that little man up there?
That.
Oh, it's Gimmick Puppet Little Soldiers.
It's Little Soldiers. It's him. It's the tiny guy from the artwork.
This is my favorite
I can't
type
believe
of card.
like this was brought to our attention like about 10 years after like Zexal aired by a Slav and his strange friend.
Slav and his slave.
And then Konami was like, "Oh yeah, shit, we should probably do something about that." Yeah, they're so zoned into Rara. It feels like there's like a satellite monitor. There's something monitoring him on a day-to-day basis.
I guarantee you, the moment he does the hero video is when they're finally going to make Ojama Lime.
No fucking. There's no fucking shot, dude.
I want them to so fucking badly. Just like send him into one final depressive spiral.
just divorces himself from the Yu-Gi-Oh card game entirely.
Disclaimer: we love.
Yeah, if you're listening this far into the podcast, Rata, first of all, what's wrong with you?
Please
Second
don't.
of all, I hope you found the joke about Optimus Prime funny. We worked very hard on that, and by worked very hard, I mean we pulled it out of our ass.
Someone worked hard to make that popcorn bucket. Anyways,
I just think it's neat.
Little Soldiers is a movie and is a level 4 dark machine.
That's Small
And
Soldiers,
on normal
asshole.
special podcast is over.
Ending it here.
On normal or special summon, you can mill a gimmick puppet with a different level as cost, and then copy its level. You can banish it from graveyard to target up to 2 gimmicks and increase their levels by 4 for the turn. Gimmick Puppet Bloody Doll is a level 8, and if in hand, this thing is gonna be renamed to like Ruddy Doll. If in hand, you can reveal a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster in your extra deck, and special summon both this card and a Gimmick Puppet equal to the revealed rank from a deck. If sent to the graveyard, except from hand, you can add it back. Both effects Gimmick Lock. This is a fantastic card, maybe even a Fantastics card, and a lock is what I like to see on something like this. But we'll get to that. Cattle Scream is, again, fantastic art for this deck, and is a level 8. You can detach a material from an Xyz to special summon this from hand or graveyard, banish it when it leaves. A Gimmick Puppet with it as material can target a monster in the opponent's graveyard and special summon it to their field. Gimmick Puppet Fantastics Machina is... That's just Quattro. But that's not even Gimmick Puppet, that's just Quattro. I really don't know how I feel about this card's art. But, it's a rank 8 Xyz, and you can detach a material from it to search a rank of magic, and also be able to normal summon an additional machine this turn. Holy fuck. If you special summon a Gimmick Puppet Xyz, you can special this to either field in defense position, and recur a rank of magic. This is the good shit they needed. Easy rank of magic searcher to give them their best cards like a field wipe and more pops. CXC's Gimmick Puppet Fanatics Machina is a rank 9 reverse stats from Fantastics. On special summon, you can add a puppet track. You can detach a material from it to special summon a monster from either graveyard to your opponent's field. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target it and destroy it, burn them for half its attack. Good shit. This works with shit like the funny little... Oh god, does this work with Nightmare Puppet? I don't remember. No, I don't think it does actually. But yeah, you got... Here's the big one. Mansion of the Underworld Dolls is a field spell, and I love that they've got like an area now. I love it when they kind of add quote-unquote lore to decks like this, where it's like, this is where they live.
What if Gimmick Puppets had a house?
I wish they didn't.
You won't wish they did after this.
When it resolves, you can search a Gimmick Puppet Mon. Gimmick Puppets you control cannot be destroyed by battle, and activated non-Xyz monster effects cannot affect them. You can detach an Xyz material. Actually, was it just monster?
Yeah,
effects,
it's just monster effects. So hopefully, they're better than that imperm count, idiot.
You can detach an Xyz material to revive a Gimmick Puppet in the graveyard to the opponent's field. This shit makes an FTK now.
Yeah, one card FTK. through a Gimmick Puppet lock, all in house. No external help needed.
It took one support wave to turn this deck from drab to fab.
I mean, I would say it took 2, because if they didn't have the previous set from the Legendary Duelists, I don't know if it could be possible, because you do need things like the Link monster but you know, you're entitled to your opinion.
No. Anyways, imagine needing to ban Gimmick Puppets.
Oh, dude. Like, there is one more card, which is Service Puppet, which basically takes controls of monsters your opponent controls equals the number of Gimmick Puppet Xyz monsters you control until the end phase. And you banish this card to summon an Xyz monster in either graveyard to either field in defense position.
This is good.
It's better than the other.
This is the one thing you set off of Fanatics.
Yeah, because the alternative is not fantastic.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, though. I like these a lot, even if they do FTK shit.
Yeah.
They actually gave gimmicks a theme and a really funky playstyle. This is cool.
I think it fits in character, because like that's what Quattro did, doesn't he? He just fucking kill people straight up. He didn't fuck around. He was like, "All right, you're here to see this. I'm gonna kick your ass," and he just did it.
Yeah, no, his whole thing is like getting off on like fucking over people usually, but at the same time he has guilt for fucking a dude over. But like the thing that's funny about him to me is that in Duel Links, I remember there was an event with him, I think, where he was like, he's doing his usual thing of like fucking up his fans upright, and Yuma comes and it's like, don't do that, and they're like, no, we're into this, we consent. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yuma, how did you fuck this up, Yuma?
I thought they were getting hurt. No, it's just BDSM. It's fine. We're into this.
What a silly show Lizexel is.
I kind of love it.
I need to watch it. It seems really good.
The dual writing's crap, but like the story itself is great.
Yeah. This is one of them things where it's like Argent Chaos Force was banned because of S0, so you couldn't play Gimmick Puppets in any capacity.
You still couldn't.
And then they banned S0. Argent Chaos Force comes back, and now Argent Chaos Force is going to get banned because Gimmick Puppets can FTK using it.
How many times are we going to have to teach you this lesson?
Tom Thousand's like, I love the numbers.
Oh god, we're eventually going to get support for him, aren't we?
I hope so. I like Numeron.
I agree, actually.
Numeron fucking slaps, and it makes Master Duel tolerable. Going second.
Yeah. Guardian of the Voiceless Voice is a continuous trap that, on a non-ritual monster being destroyed, you can special summon Skull Guardian, the original one from hand or deck. You can send it to you can send it to the graveyard to target a ritual you control to give it attack equal to everyone else on field's original attack. It's fine as an OTK tool, I guess.
Yeah, but are they actually going to play it?
Maybe at 1 if you really need to kill, but eh.
No. The answer to that is probably no, then.
Sangan Kaiho is another Tenpai trap, and during the main phase, if all monsters you control are fire dragons and your opponent has more monsters than you, end the main phase.
Now, why would they do that?
If 3 or more attacks were declared this turn, you can banish this from graveyard, draw 1, and special Tenpais from hand. Holy fuck, this is nasty.
They really wanted to drive home like, oh, you want to go second X?
Oh, you like the battle phase, do you? Have all the battle phase in the world.
I don't understand. Dr. Crowley went mad after 5 minutes.
You were very quick on the draw with that, holy fuck.
We've used that reference already on this podcast.
No, I mean just like picking Crowler specifically.
It's the only one. We already spoke about Ancient Gears, it's like fresh in my mind.
God bless. Okay, yeah, fuck. If this was I'm a hypocrite here, because if this deck was like super mega high rarity, I'd be like, this is nasty, this sucks. But since it's affordable, it's like, this is hilarious. I love this.
See how a mindset changes when you can actually afford things? Like
it's the Ash Blossom conundrum.
If all else fails, like I know I can play this deck until it gets banned in like 2 months, because they'll ban it. Like that's why they made it such low rarity. They're like, yeah, if this deck even comes close to acting up, we can just fuck it off.
Well, here's the thing: A, there's already a tier 0 deck, so they can't blame Tenpai, and B, the fact that the ban list just happens mean you can't do an emergency ban list because there's already a tier 0. You missed your chance.
Touch me.
You missed your chance, pal. I got at least 2 months with this deck.
I'm going to kill you.
Your life points. Come here.
Give them to me.
Speaking of Dora Draco. Oh god, it's Pokey Draco buyouts all over again.
Oh, did you miss the other Tenpai dragon? The Genroku.
Please read him.
Yeah, so basically, if you add him to your hand, it special summons itself from hand, like Poplar style, as a tuner, and then you can quick effect tribute it to special summon a Tenpai from deck.
I love how Poplar is not the first to do what he did, but he did it so well that everyone's just calling them Poplars.
Yeah, it comes in the realm of like doing that, but actually being good at it.
You know what? Hold on a second. Infernity Arcfiend.
He's not good anymore. You're old news.
He's at 3 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you only need one of them anyways, but it's nice to see. But yeah, Dora Draco is a level 3 fire dragon on normal summon as a level 4 or lower fire dragon. You can excavate the top card of deck, and if it's a fire dragon, mill it. Then this card gains 1k attack for each Dora Draco. Otherwise, put it on the bot. This deck is getting shilled hard.
Yeah, like they want this one to like burn out really fast. My only takeaway from this is that like because you want to play the consistency, you'll cut the non-engine. So maybe it might be a bit easier to break.
Yeah.
But if you ban the new consistency pieces, they'll just play the non-engine, and it'll be just as good as it was before.
The trick is to ban all the common cards so people lose money.
They won't lose any money if it's common, right? Like
Common Rider?
Although I buy which one is it? Super Transcend Dragon is the level 8. That's the super rare. So we might actually, I think Konami just really wants $10 super rares.
Maybe they should have thought about that before they made 10 secret rares in a set.
Working as intended, I imagine.
Anyways, White Woman. I mean Woods.
Oh no, it's happening again.
Asteria of the White Woods is a level 2 light spellcaster, and you can send a back row from a hand or field to graveyard to special a light spellcaster tuner from deck. If a back row is sent to your graveyard to activate a monster effect, you can special this from the graveyard. Rosette of the White Woods sounds like a risotto and is the same type and shit, and you can send a back row from a hand or field to special this from hand and search a White Woods monster. If the light spellcaster tuner is special summoned to your field during your opponent's turn while this is in your graveyard, you can add this to your hand. Silva of the White Woods is a level 4 tuner, and on summon can grab a White Woods back row. If it's in the graveyard as a quick effect, you can target a White Woods synchro you control, return it to the extra deck, and special summon this with effect X negated. No search for you. Rissia, thank you, Reggie. Thank you, Reggie.
Sorry.
Rissia of the White Woods is another tuner, and if you have a White Woods monster, you can special summon her. You can send a back row to draw one. If she's in the graveyard as a quick effect, you can do the same as Silva. Silvera, Witch Wolf of the White Woods. Oh god, they combined the White Woman with a dog.
Oh no.
is a level 6 spellcaster synchro tuner, and on special summon, Book of Moons your opponent's entire field. Illusion and spellcaster synchros, you have gain 500 attack and do double piercing. Rasilia, Wicked of the White Woods, is a level 6 synchro tuner, and on special summon you can send a back row to search a White Woods card or light spellcaster. Illusion and spellcaster synchros you control gain 500 and get card destruction protection from the opponent. Diabelle, Fiendess of the White Woods, is a level 8 light illusion. If synchroed using a tuner synchro, you can recur a back row. When the opponent activates a card or effect as a quick, you can pitch a back row, special summon a level 7 or lower tuner synchro from fucking anywhere. Thank fuck this doesn't have the illusion battle effect for once. I was getting sick of that.
I have to bring this up every time.
It's fucking worthless as an effect. Okay, Legend of the White Woods adds a White Woods monster if you control an illusion or spellcaster. If sent to the graveyard to activate a monster, you can set it. Beware the White Woods is another normal spell card, and if you have a level 6 or higher illusions or spellcaster, targeting pop a card. Okay, same side effect. Whispers of the Sinful Spoils is a quick play. Targets an illusion or spellcaster you control, bounces it, then special summons an illusion or spellcaster from graveyard or banishment. Same set effect. Woes of the White Woods is a normal trap. A special summons a White Woods from hand or deck, then can synchro summon a White Woods. Same set. This is a good start. It's a very interesting engine and a good central game plan.
Yeah, some of it freaks me out, like the fact that one of them can summon any light spellcaster tuner from deck, and like we're talking any, and then that big synchro can summon any synchro tuner from extra deck for free.
It's going to be quite silly. I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm not buying it because I don't care, but you know,
swings and roundabouts, I guess.
Anyways. I was going to say, speaking of White Woman, but this one's more like purple. Cosmo Queen, the Queen of Prayers, is a level 8 dark spellcaster. If a field spell is activated, you can special summon this from your hand in defense position. You can target a field spell. If it's yours, pop it and search a different one. If it's the opponent's, negate it into the turn end and grab a field spell. It's pretty neato, and it's like Fairy Dragon.
Yeah, it's like adjacent to Age of Fairy Dragon. I don't know if it's worth it to play, because it means you have to stick some of these in.
Stick it up your ass.
Your ass. Yeah, I like it. Better than the other Cosmo Queen retrain we got.
I think the other one's fine for what it is.
Yeah, it's probably this time.
Yeah. Vesper Gearsu is a quick play that if your opponent has 2 or more monsters than you do, your opponent can send any number of monsters they control to the graveyard and apply this based on what they control. 0 is halve your life points, 1 is they gain 2k life points, 2 is banish opponent's entire hand face up until the end phase, and 3 is opponent cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn. It's kind of neat, like evenly matched, but not as good because it can't hit back row, and your opponent chooses what they want to... I don't know.
Yeah, part of me like every time I read this, I'm like, I'm just gonna activate evenly matched. At least you can do this at the start of the battle phase, which is good if you like play War Rocks because you can just do.
You just gotta reach for it at that point. We did also get some more Infinite Forbidden revealed today, so we'll be sure to go through that too. Molt Chummy. Speaking of the Max C we mentioned at the beginning, Molt Chummy Purulia is a level 4 Water Aqua, and during the turn you use it, you can only use 1 Molt Chummy monster effect, not counting this one. If you have no cards as a quick effect, you can discard this to let you draw 1 each time your opponent normal or special summons from the hand. During the end phase, if the number of cards in your hand is more than the sum of cards your opponent controls plus 6, shuffle random cards from your hand into the deck until equal to that sum.
Huh?
It's interesting. It is definitely worse Max C, so in Japan, I don't know why they'd make this. But
oh, I know exactly why they'd make it. It's something changing.
reaches for Raid Gan.
Oh, what's that fucking Japanese advert where like the guy with the spray who's singing that fucking song? Oh no, it's like a song where it's like Gokibori, and he's like got this fake ass spray spraying like fake ass bugs. It's a really catchy song. It gets stuck in your head if you listen to it too many times.
Oh, speaking of bug, Raika no Hime Janome.
Really?
Hime Janome. I think that's it. Okay. Is a level 4 Earth Insect. You can discard it to special summon 1 of the Raika types from hand. If it's banished from hand or graveyard, you can, during the end phase, draw cards equal to the number of the Raika types you have. And the Raika no Kuro Kamisuki is a Link 3 Water Reptile, needs 2 or more of the Raika types. You can banish up to 2 monsters from graveyard to targeting pop the same back row your opponent has. If it's in the graveyard, you can do the usual Raika recursion. These exist, and Raika's gonna flop. And did you just post that fucking Gokibori to me?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta listen to this.
Yeah, while he's listening to that, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with Raika. It doesn't deserve the fate it got. Like
Those things look like hex bugs.
they probably are. Just paint them black. But yeah, they didn't deserve this. Like people were like, oh my god, it's the new Tri Brigade. It's not even close to Tri Brigade. Don't pretend it's close to Tri Brigade. I'm pretty sure Tri Brigade is still better than this. I think he's still listening to the song. Fun facts about Tri Brigade. Did you know that
This guy's just at an alley, like spraying poison.
Okay, that's good because you can like close the gap. I don't actually have a fact. I was gonna make a joke about Fergie's tits or something, and you cut me off.
I'm gonna put this video up over you so it drowns you out.
Yeah, that works too.
Were those roaches on sticks?
Yeah.
These are puppets.
Gokibori.
Dishu.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, let me actually open up Yu-Gi-Oh! Here so we can kind of read these in real time because yeah, it's gonna be a little bit weird.
Like I say, as of recording, these were announced today, which is always a good time to record a podcast. But we were going to do this in the wake of the ban list anyway.
Yes. So let's talk about 3 as 1, which this art offends me.
Obama.
Thank you, Reggie. During your opponent's end phase, it's a normal trap. If the combined number of cards they control and in their hand is greater than the combined number of cards you control in your hand, special summon 3 normal monsters from your graveyard. You can banish... Oh my god, this is Ojama. I thought that was generic. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 3 monster cards you control with different original names. Set 1 spell trap originally from your hand directly from your hand or deck, and just all 3 of those cards originally.
It's huge revolution support.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, people running about, oppressed people.
You fucked with the wrong Ojama!
what a world we live in where for people running about, oppressed people in united resistance. You see,
The Ojamas are oppressed people. The difference is they're oppressed for a good reason.
we keep them down on purpose.
And we also got a fucking Memento Mictlan fusion revealed. Memento Mictlan Tekutlika Combined Conqueror is an Earth Illusion fusion. That's fun to say. Level 9, 3k 2000. Needs 3 Memento monsters. Its first and second effects cannot be activated in the same chain. If it's fusion summoned, you can send I believe 5 Memento cards from deck or extra deck to the graveyard. And second effect is quick effect. You can target the same number of Memento cards you control and cards your opponent controls and destroy them. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add a Memento Mictlan from your deck to your hand.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, you can the fusion spell's a quick play, I remind you.
Oh yeah.
So summon this on opponent's turn and tell them to eat ass. There's a normal trap card that I don't know what the hell it means. I don't know what the hell the name's in like Japanese. I cannot read this. You can only activate. Kanji means pulverization of the Holy King. Okay. It's a normal trap that when a card or effect is activated that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to the hand. For the rest of this duel, after this card activated and from the hand resolves, you cannot activate dark, water, and fire monster effects. Also negate the activation. Then if you have a trap in your graveyard, destroy that card. What the fuck? If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. This is discount Ash Blossom.
Is Ash Blossom and Imperm like if they had a baby?
And they didn't want it.
I don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. Like, I like that it makes people go, no, you can't play your fire deck. Fuck you. Where me, a base Earth duelist.
Why can't you use dark, water, and fire? What is the reason?
Dark and fire, sure, but like, what? That's just mean. Why did they do that?
Well, fire's only a problem now.
What about when it's not a problem anymore?
I don't know.
Many questions.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is generally like thrown you.
I guess people are speculating the back half of this year is going to be water support. I guess so.
That's a wild speculation. You can't just extrapolate that from a single card.
What do you want from me?
I know. I just trying to be correct.
Oh,
Stop being wrong all the time, idiot. Stupid idiot.
No. Oh, there's a Valmonica link.
Oh yeah, no, this one's pretty good. I don't have the effects up on. Let me.
Here, I'll send it.
I could just go to the Valmonica server.
Yeah, we apologize for this being scattershot.
Yeah, this has just happened. No one has ever done this before. It's called Valmont.
Turn on Yu-Gi-Oh! They hit them adultes!
Valar, Valmonic and Hallow Him. Link to Water Spellcaster. It takes. It's got bottom left, bottom right arrows. It's got 3,000 attack, and it takes 2 materials, including a Valmonica Link monster, which is already kind of concerning. First effect is it's unaffected by non-Valmonica card effects when you have 6 or more resonance counters on the cards you control. For each level 4 Valmonica monster you control, it gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase. And once per turn, when the opponent would special summon a monster, you can negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster and remove 3 resonance counters from your field. I don't know if that's good.
I had you read this for a reason, Reggie. God damn.
I don't know. Jury's out. It's cool. I'll play one because that's how I roll.
I just think it's
like
neat.
As long as a card is not completely unplayable, I will always make an effort to play at least one in my deck.
Fair. I like that style of deck building, even though it's wrong.
It's objectively wrong and stupid, but you know, and you know, she finally reached her true form of Angle and Devil, and you know, she looks like that meme of that guy who turns into an angel.
you talking about someone getting like? Are you talking about a live leak video? What the hell?
No, like, what's that one where the dude like transforms into an angel? It was like the shittest meme of last year.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. Keep going. Someone will know what I mean.
Light and Darkness Dragon Lord is something I was not expecting, but it's a level 10 Light Dragon fusion effect, and needs a level 8 Light Dragon and a level 8 Dark Dragon. Must be fusion summoned. Has 3,400 attack and 3,000 defense, that is important. While face up on the field, this card is also Dark attribute. Once per chain, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, quick effect, this card loses exactly 1,000 attack and defense, and if it does, negate the activation. That's mandatory. If this card is destroyed by your opponent, you can target a dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Light and Sublimation Dragon is no longer a synchro, and he's a level 8 Light Dragon effect, and has 2,600 attack and 2,100 defense. You can banish a level 8 Dragon monster from Exodia, special summon this card from your hand, and you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except dragons. During your main phase, you can special summon one fusion monster from your Exodia using monsters in your hand or field as material. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can make this card lose exactly 500 attack and defense, and if it does, that opponent's monster loses 1,500 attack. And then we have Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Basically the same thing. The only difference is its fucking last effect, which targets another attack position monster. This card loses 500 attack and defense. If it does, destroy that target. Why does it destroy instead of sent? That's mean. The original one sent. But come on.
Yeah, we can't have it all, dude.
Can't have anything. Night Arm Dragon is a level 3 Wind Dragon effect monster, and if you special summon a level 5 or higher dragon monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can make its attribute and level become one of your banished dragon monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a dragon monster you control, it gains 1,000 attack. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. And Dragon's Glory of Light and Dark is a quick play that activates one of these effects, and you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Shuffle a level 8 dragon monster from hand to the deck, and if you do, add a level 8 dragon monster with a different attribute from your deck to your hand. Target a dragon monster you control gains attack equal to its level times 200. When a card or effect is activated that targets a dragon monster you control, negate that effect. It's kind of interesting, I guess. But I mean, the problem is you'd have to use this as like Chain Link 4 to get use of it with Light and Darkness Dragon Lord, because let's say your opponent like activates a spell, Light and Darkness Dragon Lord goes off automatically. Then they like, I don't know, Chain Imperm, and then you'd have to use this, because if you just use this flat out, it will get negated by him.
I think that's always been a problem with Light and Darkness Dragon, which what makes it like objectively worse than as like a field and like piece. Like you have
also,
to do that negate no matter what.
Yeah, the thing is, Armed Dragon and the quick play only give it attack and not defense, so it doesn't give it a fucking extra to negate.
Wait, what?
It has to lose attack and defense to get the negate.
Oh. Then what's the point?
I know, this sucks! This is like a worse version of the original card!
Wow, I can't believe they fucked it up like that.
They brought on Chaz's voice actor for this.
Lol. No. Right.
Anyways, Madolche.
Ah, sweet.
Literally. Madolche Queen Tiara a la Fraise is a rank 5 Earth Fairy Ixies. Needs 3 level 5 Madolches, but you can also Ixie summon her using Madolche Queen Tiramisu, so, you know, don't do that other thing. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can detach a material from this card, then target up to 2 Madolche cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck. If you do, shuffle up to that many cards your opponent controls into the deck. If this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent and sent to the graveyard, return it to the extra deck. This just takes Tiramisu and makes her a fucking quick effect. That's incredible. I love her.
Why would they do so? Why do they always do this? Like, every time Madolche falls out of relevance, they like go, here's some nice things, and like makes them somewhat relevant again.
Okay, speaking of nice things, I want you to take a look at this art.
Is it what I think it is? I think I've seen this.
This is Madolche Munard Mukaran.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
I love them.
It has no business being this cute.
It has every business. It's a Madolche. Okay, I'm gonna say real quick before I actually talk about this card. One of my favorite kinds of cat videos are cats just like hanging out.
Yeah. One of my favorite.
Because it's just like, oh, they love each
My
other.
favorite kind of videos of cats is just like them just fucking falling over. And ruining it.
Those ones are great.
Just cats, when the cat did this stupid, like the one where the guy holds the cat at the doorbell and it goes, meow.
I love that shit. Like, there's one I saw recently that was just like, it's just someone's cat doing cute little, just like doing little. I've got like cat brain. I'm allergic to them, but I love them.
That sucks, bro. I'm not allergic, so I get to like play with them and not like feel like shit all the time.
I'm gonna do it anyways. Cats are cute. Earth Link 3 Beast needs two or more effect monsters, including a Madolche, and if Link summoned, you can add a Madolche card from deck to hand. You can target a monster in your graveyard. You cannot activate non-Madolche monsters effects for the rest of this turn. Also, special summon a Madolche monster from hand. If you do, shuffle that target into the deck. Madolche Dessert. Oh my god. Oh my god, it gets better, Reggie. Oh my god, it gets better, Reggie.
Get better?
Oh, it gets so much better, Reggie. Reggie, it gets so much better.
Oh my god.
I love them so much.
I can't believe they've done this. I now feel really good because I pulled a Quartz Entry Rare Tiramisu, and I feel like I've got some. I'm sitting on some cash now.
It's sitting on some cats.
Sitting on yes.
It's like, have you ever seen that video of like the cat just vibing and a dude just pulls him away and it just screams like. I
didn't hear the noise you made, but I've not seen that.
It just goes like.
I just love cats just being horrible little goblins.
Cats have many aspects to them, and that's why I like them.
I just think they're neat.
Yeah, I like dogs too. I like animals; they're cute. Madolche Dessert is a normal trap that targets 2 effect monsters on the field, including at least 1 Madolche monster. Returns those effects monsters to the hand or extra deck. Then you can summon a Madolche monster from your hand or extra deck with attack equal to or less than the returned monster's total original attack. If a Madolche card is returned from your graveyard to the deck and or extra deck while this card is in your graveyard, you can attach this card to 1 Xyz monster you control as material. But once again, Madolche gets a support wave, and it's all just good.
Yeah, someone here really loves Madolche, and
it's me.
I like Madolche. No, they're good. Like, I think they've got a bit of a problem with like back row bloat of like things to search.
A little bit, yeah. That's always like the depressing thing with card decks. Just get too much good shit. We're just like, I can't search this all.
And as cute as those cats are, like, they do interrupt things like they interfere with things like the Vernosylph stuff that they play.
I don't care.
It's valid.
Shut the fuck up. I'm running the cats.
They're gonna run the cats. People are gonna run the cats. I get it.
You could feed them each like that little treat stick they like.
I want to see them eat out them Chinese feeders that like they'll make the funny faces like Mr. Piss.
I love that gif of one that's just like eating and then it just looks up and it sees Freddy Fazbear and it cuts back to it and then it just cuts back to an empty space. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen like, all the cats like Mr. Fresh and what's the other one called? I've seen Mr. Piss. I've not seen. I can't remember the names of the other ones, but you get some really good ones. Mr. Fresh got homed. He got his happy ending.
There it is. I found it. Oh, good for him.
Yeah. Oh, he's the one that like. Oh, he's that Gormless one. I love him so much.
Gormless.
Anyway, yeah, Madolches are good. These cards are good.
I love
Cats are good. We love cats. If you don't like cats, you have no soul.
Cats are good. Hamsters are good. No TV, can't eat pizza.
Anyway, what's next? Any more?
I think that's it for info. I'll say real quick, Animation Chronicle 2024. We got an image reveal for it, and we're getting Performages, a Silent Magician alt art, and Allure Queens.
Oh yeah, there were a few of those in Vrains.
They will print anything but the actual decks from that show. What the hell?
We don't want to.
I mean, thank you for your honesty, but fuck you.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna I'm going to talk about Animation Chronicle 2024 real quick, because there's a few things, and most of them are bad, but one of them is actually cool. Singularity Fiend is a level 1 Dark Fiend with 0/0. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can pitch this and a spell to pop it. Bad. Antidote Nurse is a rank 3 light machine and injects you with AIDS. So as a quick effect, you can attach a material from it, target a monster whose attack defense are different from its original, and make its stats its original, and if you targeted your monster, it gets destruction protection this turn. If another mon is special to your field and this has 3 or more materials, you can make it 900 attack. This can do funny stuff with Appaloosa.
Yeah, but why? Why would you play that over any other effect that makes Appaloosa gain attack?
Because the idea of injecting Appaloosa's bear with AIDS is funny.
I was like leaning on more on the side, like, was it air bubble?
Just pulling a stray cat out.
Anything else?
Not a stray cat from whatever. Soul Fist is an equipped spell for Dragon Synchros. I had to take a break there and think, do I really care?
No, this card fucking
okay, it's
blows ass. Just play fucking Absolute Power Force instead if you're going to play Night Red Dragon Archfiend.
Yeah. But here's the good card. Ancient Gear Statue. Level 2 Earth Machine, and if your opponent has more monsters than you do, you can special summon this. You can trigger this to special summon an Ancient Gear Golem or a monster that mentions it from hand or deck, ignoring summoning conditions. This is good! This is a free Dark Golem!
Did they just make a good card in Animation Chronicle? Yeah, and you know your opponent can't respond to this if you summon it with Fortress up. Oh wow. Imagine if you were Gears.
Dragons.
Gear Dragons.
Yeah, wait, hold on, wait. What's the name of that? This can summon Ancient Gear Dragon.
It can.
Yeah, okay. People want to shit on Ancient Gear Dragon again. Fuck you, he's great.
Oh, you mean which one? Ancient Gear.
The Negate.
Oh, that guy. People hate on that for no reason. I think he's good.
I agree. No, like we talked about this, but like, you know,
I don't think we talked about it on the podcast. It was revealed like a few weeks ago.
Let's actually talk about that now, real quick, just because there's a few.
These are
random
V-jumps. We will bounce between V-jump and fucking Animation Chronicle, because.
Yeah. Well, that's all the Animation Chronicle shit we have right now. Yeah. So, okay, this card. People got really mad at this, but let me read it. Ancient Gear Dragon. Level 5 Earth Machine and cannot be special summoned. If you control no monsters or only Earth Machines, you can normal summon it without tributing. When your opponent activates a back row or an effect, when your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect, quick effect, you can send a machine monster from your hand or face of field, or one Ancient Gear Golem for your deck to the graveyard to negate that effect. This can be summoned off statue. And people got mad at this because like, oh, why can't you special summon it? Have you read Ancient Gears? Catapult does that shit for free.
Even Gear Town does it, doesn't it?
I don't think Gear Town does. No, because otherwise people would have summoned Golem instead of a Reactor.
People would never summon Golem. Reactor Dragon was always better than Golem.
No, the original one is hold on. Yeah, not Reactor Dragon, but the original version of it. What? Gajiltron. Yeah, Golem is technically better than Gajiltron.
They're basically the same card.
Yeah, but Golem has more defense.
Shut up, dude.
No.
Yes, turns Ancient Gear to defense. I am very smart.
Well, if you're not putting your dragon in defense, then what are you doing?
I don't know. Attack.
It only has 500 attack, dude.
I'm finishing you up.
Oh, this is searchable off box!
I'm attacking you like a fucking Chad. That's what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, like, people were mad at this because it can't be special summoned, but it's like, again, Ancient Gears don't give a shit about that.
I don't give a shit about your activations.
And dude, with Statue, this becomes even better, because not only is, like, I love Ancient Gears right now.
I've always loved Ancient Gears.
They're so good. No, so have I, but like they've been eating so well, and they don't even have mouth. Well, this one has a mouth. Okay, the point is they're good now. I like them. And then there's some stuff from Valuable Book, like Arcfiend's Arrival, which is a level 6 fiend. Oh god, this is more Shining Sark. Can be normal summoned if you have Gold Sark of Light. On summon, can targeting steal a monster till the end phase, but it cannot attack unless you had Shining Sark at activation. During your turn, other monsters you have gain 500 attack. Okay.
This is ridiculous. Like, at the end of the day, the only monster you'd ever want to normal summon in that deck is Gadget.
Yeah. But the other card is very interesting. Phantom of Yubel. Level 9 Dark Fusion Fiend. Needs a Yubel monster and a Fiend with 0/0. Must be special summoned by shuffling materials from field, hand, or graveyard. Cannot be used as fusion material. It has battle immunity and damage protection. If your opponent activates a monster effect, you contribute this to turn that effect into Pop a Yubel in hand, deck, or field instead. This is bananas.
Why did we let this happen? How has it come to this?
Yubel's good now.
Yubel was good before. Like, obviously, when it retires of Phantom Nightmare.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this is insane. I'm happy for it.
It's just insane that you can turn literally any two fiends into this card.
No, it needs a Yubel.
Any fiend and Yubel. Fuck you.
You're
popping this shit with like Grey Squirmer anyway. And then you got Yubel in the graveyard. It's not hard to summon.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying that not any fiend becomes it, but it is a very good card. And the last card from like other shit before we get to Legendary Duelists is Galaxy War Drake, which is a level 4 light dragon and locks you to lights if you use them. If a level 4 light is special summoned to your field, you can special summon this from hand or graveyard, banish it when it leaves. You can target another level 4 light monster you control, make it and this level 8. This is good. It's a decent one-up to run off of in Galaxy.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about as well. Like, they rarely make these kind of cards actually pretty decent, but they're kind of changing their trajectory a bit on it, which is nice to see.
Yeah, as long as it gets imported, all right. I don't mind. There's also Battles of Legend Terminal 7, and it has the Gen X Ice Barrier, Ritual Beasts, and
I'm really looking forward to this set.
Same. I want Gen X and Ice Barriers.
I really hope they make Gen X like cheap.
I can't imagine it'll be expensive because weirdly enough, Ice Barrier I think is maybe closer to the meta just because it did.
Oh yeah, like Ice Barrier, Infinity, even Ritual Beasts, they've all been performing. Meanwhile, Gen X has done absolutely nothing.
I still love how hard Gen X.
I think Gen X has got an indirect nerf by losing shit like Baronne. Like the Baronne hits really big for that deck.
I guess Dispater still exists. Though,
yeah, I guess.
Wait, does he need dragons?
Yeah,
I forget. Okay, well, summon Crystal with Cuck. Okay. Duelist Brilband.
White.
Trickstars. Trickstar Hoodie does not have a hoodie, and is a level 2 light fairy. If you control a Trickstar Fusion or Link, you can special summon her from the hand. If sent to graveyard as Trickstar Link material, you can search Trickstar Fusion or Diffusion. Trickstar Band Dramatis is a level 6 fusion and needs 2 Trickstars. If fusion summoned, you can grab a Trickstar card with a different name you control from the cards on field and in graveyard. Trickstars that point to her gain 1000 attack. If either player takes effects damage, you can targeting turn them on to 0. Okay, but aren't you going neg to make this?
No, you make with the tokens from Festival.
Fuck you.
It's not really you don't go as neg as you think. I have been playing with this a little bit, and it's kind of alright because you search light stage either with Candina or Candina, search light stage, link off Candina, somewhere you'll have Hoodie to special summon. If you have the Festival, you'll get that. You'll make one of the link ones which searches something Trickstar Fusion. Oh no, sorry, Hoodie searches Trickstar Fusion. You fuse it off, and then you get a search from the fusion anyway. You do recover quite a bit of card advantage. And plus things like light stage aren't hard once per turn, and you got like live stage as well to add back things like Licorice and
Bubblegum. Licorice and Trickstar Colchia is a Link 1 and needs a non-link Trickstar. You can only special summon her once per turn. When a monster is destroyed by battle with a Trickstar while she's in the graveyard, you can target one of those monsters, burn your opponent for the attack it had on the field. this is barely better than their old Link 1.
This is DPA Jean d'Amour, but bad.
Trickstar Noble Angel is a Link 2, and a retrain of that stupid idiot. It needs 2 Trickstars. If Link summon, you can add a blue Tears card, of which there are 2, only one of which is good. If you have a Fusion on field or in graveyard, you can target and revive a Trickstar. If either player is burned, targeting pop a card. Yeah, that's good. Trickstar Diffusion is a normal trap. It either Fusion summons a Trickstar by banishing the materials from graveyard, or Link summons a Trickstar. You can banish it from graveyard and make your opponent only be able to hit one of your Trickstars while you control it. This is... what? There's very little reason to Link or Fusion Trickstars on the opponent's turn. The banish to Fusion is kind of neat, but... fucking... why? I guess you summon one of the ones that do effect damage on some of the proc Noble Angel, but there have to be better ways.
I think you're right. Like, the best I can think of doing is, like, linking into the big towers.
God. Maiden of Blue Tears is a normal trap, and if your opponent special summons a monster while you have a Link, you can pop one of those special summon monsters and burn your opponent for half its original attack. If either player takes effect damage while it's in your graveyard, you can banish it, then target a normal spell in your graveyard or banishment, set it to your field. One or the other effect. Yeah, this trap and the Link are like the only good cards here. These are ass. They took a deck that desperately needed focusing on its main game plan and to Fusion beat down.
I kind of disagree. Like, you still can get burns off. It just, I think you do have to kind of change your lineup. You don't just like solely rely on Licorice. So somewhere in the lineup, I play Narcissus because it activates on card effects activations in the hand. So if you could run a setup of one, which you can end on the field, like Narcissus, Licorice, and what's the one that burns when your opponent summons monsters? Divardis.
I don't remember the names,
Divaridis or something like that. And you yeah, and then obviously you just need to like just loop reincarnation as many times as possible to try and like burn your opponent to death. It's not great, but you know, don't they normally have like an extra one that they hold back as well? Because normally they reveal like 5 cards and then like.
Oh yeah, no, there should be 7 total.
How many's there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So there should be one. There should be one more card. It may or may not make things better or worse. We don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, but the next one I'm excited for. Tachyon! This came at a weird time for me. Galaxy Eye's Tachyon Primal is a main deck. Level 8 Light Dragon. If a Dragon Xyz is on the field, as a quick effect, you can special summon this from hand to either field. On normal special summon, mandatory owner searches the Tachyon back row. When a Dragon Xyz monster declares an attack, attach this to it as material. This is good, even though if its effects are negated, that means you kind of wasted the search. But it has a good understanding of what Tachyon does and wants to do, and lets you search the fucking Tachyon back row finally. It has a home in Tachyon and in Galaxy, I think.
So why does it summon itself to the opponent's field? Is that just so you can kill your opponent?
That's what Tachyon Dragon does. Because it has an effect that automatically activates when the opponent's Xyz declares an attack.
Oh, okay.
So you go into attack with number 107. This attaches to it. And then, because of that, you get to attack twice and you get more attack.
Huh.
Yeah. Tachyon Cloud Dragon is a level 4 Light Dragon, and if added to hand, except by drawing, you can special summon it. You contribute it to special summon 1 Tachyon monster from deck or graveyard. So it's just summons Primal, but if you special summon a Dragon Xyz, you can attach this to it from hand or graveyard as material. Yeah. It's a good lone fire. Schwarzschild Infinity Dragon is a level 8 Dark Dragon, and its effect locks you to Dragon Xyz. If you control no monsters, or your opponent has a monster with 2k or more attack, you can special summon this from hand, and a level 8 Light or Dark Dragon from deck, but negate its effects. It's good. It's still being debated in Galaxy, because I think a lot of variants have sprung up because of this support. It's still kind of in a weird state, so I don't really know what the ratios are going to be, but I think some of it definitely does have a home in Galaxy.
This has fractured the Galaxy Photon like deck even more, because like now since you got Galaxy Photon, Galaxy Tachyon, and
Galaxy
then you
Dragon.
have in like the retard corner you've got like Galaxy Cypher. we
Let me target you. Don't touch me.
we don't talk to them.
We just let Twin Raptor eat glue in the corner. Yummy. Yeah, in pure Tachyon though, this fits in very snugly, which is it's nice to say that's finally a deck. Dragluxion would be a number if he could, but he's a rank 8 light dragon. If he's special summoned from the extra deck, you can search a Galaxy or Tachyon card. You can detach 2 materials from this to special summon a rank 8 dragon with 3000 attack from extra deck, then you can attach a Galaxy monster to it as additional material. This is amazing. You make this, search Transmigration, turn this into Draglubion. Draglubion then summons fucking C107 with 107 as material.
Cool.
Fucking insane.
What'd you do with the spare Draglubion?
Shut up.
Stop asking questions.
Who cares? He did his job. Tachyon's Spiral of Destruction is a quick play that can do one of the following. If you have a Galaxy Xyz, destroy all cards your opponent controls with negated effects. Recur a Tachyon card. Special a dragon number from graveyard. It's alright. I know it can do a cute little thing where it can, if you send Cloud Dragon to the graveyard using, say, Star Liege, you can then add it back using Tachyon Spiral, so you can summon it and then go into Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Primal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's not amazing, but it's nice. Now here's the funny card. Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy is a trap that, if you have Tachyon Dragon, you can activate it from hand. During the battle phase, you can detach a material from a Galaxy Eyes Xyz, and if you have a number C, it cannot be negated, and shuffle all monsters your opponent controls summon this turn into the deck. So, normally battle traps are dumb, but being spell speed 4 and from the hand makes this kind of fucking great.
Tenpai getting you down. Flunder players at your locals. Just kill them.
Get them down
now.
Alright, battle phase. Are you sure?
You're gonna wish you never fucking said that.
Just C107 just grabs the fucking Tenpai by the throat. It's like, not today.
Show you what a real dragon looks like.
Cute field spell, bitch. I'm normally not into battle traps, but this is so goddamn funny. They still have one card too, but as is, even though this deck is definitely a little bit bricky, I've done playtesting and it breaks a little bit. I really like how this.
Yeah,
is
sometimes fun factor takes over, and like when the deck like Galaxy is already kind of like behind as it is, you can just have a little bit of fun with it and see how far you can take it.
Yeah. Dude, this can end on like 2 Omni Negates that the opponent legally cannot do anything about.
Hey, and if they can't rank like clear a YCS after this, who knows? Which I guess we're just doomed.
I mean, I don't even care at this point. It's fun. They gave Tachyon a playstyle. They helped Galaxy a bit. All the cards are like decent at worst. This is great. This makes me smile.
He smiled that day.
Oh, this feels bad. The last 2 things we have to talk about are some random shit and Duel Links. Oh boy. Okay, so there was a new mini box, Tachyon of Galaxy. It had number 107, Baylor's Roche, Trade-In, Unizombie, Galaxy Soldier, Seafort, Cyber's Quantum Dragon, among a few other things like Wickhead, Necroworld Banshee, and Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. Also leaked were the, revealed now, Chronicle Magicians, Magician Combination, number C107, Tachyon Transmigration and Trap Hole, Ultimate Fusion, Nightmare Wheel, Galaxy Stealth Dragon, and Galactic Spiral Dragon. There were alt arts for the Evil Twins, before we got them in the West, Black Rose Dragon, Clearwing, Trickstar Cunt, Dark Magician Girl Knight, and Nightmare Unicorn. There was a structure deck, EX Magician Chronicle, and Mizar came in. There was a skill from Chronicle Magicians that grabs Successor Soul and allows you to just normal summon a lot of Blue Eyes monsters without caring, and it made the deck decently meta. Photon Dragon Advent, which locks you to Galaxy and Photons with a level and searches 2 dudes, and pitches a dude, and can send a Galaxy card in hand to graveyard to set a Cloud Dragon from hand or graveyard to field. Synchro Quantum locks you to Earth, Dark, and Light Iburst, no Salamans, excluding hand and extra summons. It does some summoning, it does some searching with Cyber Synchron, or set its 1 onto the field from hand and shuffle stuff from your graveyard or banish. There's a Shiranui skill, which was broken for a while. It adds 4 types of Shiranui to your extra deck, but also locks what you can summon with a level 2 fire zombie only, so okay. And it sends a level 4 from hand or graveyard to search a Shiranui monster. It used to be a Shiranui card, but searching the trap made this very annoying, so they nerfed that. Shuffles back all your synchros and links, including at least 2 synchros, and then banishes 2 zombie fires with different levels from your extra deck and can be special summoned. Mizar skills included, at launch, a bad add to extra deck skill, a Tachyon Dragon Domination, which needs everything in your main deck not level 1 to be light or dark dragons, with lights being 4 or 8 and having 2k or lower. Darks are level 8 with 2,500 or 2k. And you can switch an 8 in hand for a level 4 or 8 light, then set a level 8 from hand. This was the old one. It no longer sets a level 8 from hand, and you could bounce a monster on your field to grab Transmigration from deck or rank up Barrier Magic from outside of deck, but it only bounces a dragon now, and it sets it to your field instead of adding it to your hand. And you have to have number 107 to use this, because Tachyon was fucking tier 0.
Well, they're really...
Every card in their deck was a starter. They made 107, and then they had an Omni-Negate counter trap in hand alongside whatever hand traps or back row they wanted.
Well, at least he used tier 0 somewhere.
It was so weird to see, but also it was kind of funny. There was Absolute Ruler of Time, fucking goes back in time to when you have a 107 on field with materials and 4 more cards in hand, sends all instant materials to the graveyard and returns everything in your hand and graveyard to your deck except for 107, then adds 4 from the top of your deck to your hand. Okay. I rule over every dragon, makes all dragons on field level 8, but locks to light dragon rank 8 and 9. Only dragons allowed in deck and extra deck. Okay. Tachyon Transmigration gives you the counter trap if you had 107 use its effect 2 or more times. Just run Domination. A Galactic Battle can be used if Galaxy Eyes is on the if a Galaxy Eyes is on the field. During your draw phase, instead of doing your normal draw, send everything to graveyard except for Galaxy Eyes. Then the turn ends. This is funny as fuck, but there's Neo Peak Performance, which puts Mountain on both sides of the field after turn 2, and the 7th level cap was bumped up to 35. Every new card they get from this is back row removal for their designated type, save for Gavin, who got some weird 1000 revival shit. I don't care. There was a new pickup box for Photons, which just had some old reprints for them, for the most part. There's a new structure deck for Rush, which was... It existed, and I don't really remember what the fuck it was. There was an anniversary box with some neat stuff, which had the alt arts and stuff like Darkhold, DD Crow, and Signet Mining. There's a ban list that limited Achyon Transmigration, Shiranui Smith was limited, and unlimited Ophion, because Elswarms were not doing anything. Yeah, there was a minor buff for the Elswarm skill. I don't remember what it was, but it's so minor, it doesn't matter. And, oh god, oh fuck, Sherry came in with a skill for Baronne. Baronne de Flores and Duel Links, Reggie.
Yeah, but it's not the TCG where it matters.
Yeah, also, like, the skill itself is not... The skill itself is fine for casual play. I like it, but... If you have Chevalier de Fleur on the field and your opponent controls a monster, you can add Baronne to your extra deck. So it doesn't really work going first unless you do some funky shit. And there was a new TG skill, which, 2 TG skills. One sends junk converted to graveyard, gives you Starlight Junction, and allows you to grab a Formula Synchron or TG Recipro Dragonfly if you only have Stardust or level 10 on board. And I believe it locks you to summoning, like, Synchrons or something. From your hand and deck. The other one allows you to reveal a TG that's level 3 or lower to grab a TG limited removal and set a TG Recipro Dragonfly. It's essentially a slight change to the old skill. It's a new one, but it's kind of the same. There's a new super mini box for Rush Duels. Has 50 cards, but you only get 250 gems instead of 500 for free. And it has more Fiends for Rush Duel because Fiends in Rush Duel are they were kind of fucking busted, and they only recently changed the skill so that it makes it less busted. There is some more Thunder support and Psychic support in Rush Duels, whatever. There's now a scene viewer for past events that you can use gold on for shit you haven't seen, which is cool. And Sherry LeBlanc is in and unlockable immediately. Like, they didn't even bother to wait. And her cards were already technically in, as in, like, the Tag Duel versions were in from, like, the fucking PSP games. But then her shit got printed for real, so they're treating them as the same card, but both versions are in the game. There's... some other new skills, like there's a Cleefort skill that gives Pendulum Zones and 800 life points at the end phase for each Cleefort tributed, which is an improvement, I guess, and it means that, like, fucking DM characters can use Cleeforts now, but whatever. And there's a Sky Striker skill, because guess who they're shilling, Reggie?
Sky Strikers.
Yeah, you're good at guessing. It adds 2 engage to your deck if you have none, and gives 1 of each Link 1, and it locks your main deck to Sky Striker summons. There's a Gladiator Beast skill that locks main deck to Glad Beasts and Beast Monsters, and it gives you a free Gladiator rejection if you reveal a Gladiator Beast in hand. It's alright, but doesn't really fix it. And then there's a skill designed for Ogdoadic that locks your main deck to reptiles and shuffles a light or dark reptile from hand and adds 1 with the same level and different attribute. Pretty neato. Yeah, a lot of Ogdoadics are in the game now. And I think their quick play is in too, meaning that you actually have a really good way to, if you have like Snake Rain and shit, you have a really good way to summon Ogdo Abyss, which is great. There's a skill that a few characters got that gives you 1,500 life points if you have a Windseeker or next deck, and then you can boost it up by up to 600 attack. There's a skill to put a level 5 or higher spellcaster from hand or to bottom of deck to draw 1. And yeah, there's a TG starting skill that locks the Yusei slot that I mentioned. There's a Firewall Exceed skill that locks to light, dark, and wind Cyberse, and if you have a Cyberse Link, send a Firewall from extract to graveyard, and it can be special summoned. And then you can shuffle a card from hand or field onto deck to play a face-down Firewall Guardian that can be flipped. Whatever. There's a Goki skill that gives you life points, and if your opponent controls a monster while you have none, you can whatever. I don't care. There's a new card called Striker Expansion, which has ultras like Ray, Shizuku, Onomatopera, TG Limited Removal, Ogdoadic Nunu, Ghostmore and Moonlit Chill, Fusion Deployment, Shooting Star Dragon TG EX in the same box as the fucking TG Link 3, and Sorge de Fleur. And it has shit like in Super Rares, I believe, and lower, Oneiros, Horse of the Floral Knights, Apocalyphort Towers, Brutal Dozer, Pen Treasure, Multi-Roll, Firewall Guardian, Exceed, Goki the Blade Ogre, Ogdo Abyss. And there's stuff like Trident Launcher, Test Panther, Wheel Synchron, Sky Cavalry, Noble Knight Spearholder, Gorgon Evil Eye, most Ogdoadics, some more Sky Striker stuff, Dragasis, Echidna, Cleafort Genius, and most of Sherry's shit save for Baronne. And there was a double box bonus with 30 packs and 2 Widow Anchor, because by Ray. We also just got like a ban list. And like I'll read it out. Like Shadal's got buffed very slightly, where you can now at the beginning of the duel choose 2 Shadal trap cards from your deck at random and send them to the graveyard. And during your main phase, you can shuffle a Shadal card from your graveyard or among your banished cards into the deck. There's a Servant of Dawn skill that I don't care. And the Fiend skill in Rush Duels got nerfed a little bit, where instead of changing everyone on either field to face up attack position, it makes 2 level 4 or lower Fiend monsters you control level 5 until the end of the turn. Then you make 2 monsters on your opponent's field face up, and they become level 4. Or wait, no, okay, it makes monsters face up on the opponent's field and then changes face down to face up. And you can only attack with monsters with like 2,300 to 4,000 attack. Yeah, that's oh yeah, there was the ban list too. Sorry, fucking. Tour Guide is unlimited. Altergeist Meloseek is unlimited. Starry Night Blast is unlimited. Galactic Spiral Dragon is unlimited. Digital Blade Rhinoceros is unlimited. Nina Rue, the Magician's Glass Goddess, is unlimited. Didi Savant Thomas is unlimited. Endymion, the Magician's of Mastery, is unlimited. Piercing Dragon, Bunker Strike unlimited. And Sports Dragon, Pitcher unlimited. Basically a shit ton of stuff unlimited, because I don't think they had anything to actually hit. And yeah, that's it for Duel Links as far as I can think.
My only takeaway from that is that you said Digital Blood Rhinoceros was unlimited, so I guess I can play the game now.
Anomots can no longer abuse him.
You're safe now.
Thank you, Father. Here is some melon for you. I am a computer.
He's digital melon.
Oh, those digital melons. Duels in VR are coming.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection has a bunch of older Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Okay, I don't know if that's coming over to the West, but whatever. There's a Master Duel X AI project, which I have no idea what that even entails.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but there's a statue of Ash Blossom, Shien, Trishula, and Kitchen Dragon made. There was a really sick animation promo they did, where Konami has an actual animation studio now. And Konami is doing things called Tactical Tri-Decks, which are meta-ready decks in the OCG for certain archetypes. Cyber Dragon is first, has a shit ton of staples, most Cyber Dragon pieces, Therion Regulus, Power Bond, HFD, Maxi, Ash Blossom, you name it. They will not give these to TCG, I promise. Hello Kitty Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
McDonald.
yeah, I'm actually into this.
So am I. I want
I
this.
sat through 8 minutes of Duel Links for this. Yeah, these are cool. Like, they got announced in like fucking Belgium of all places, just out of nowhere. People were like, does anyone know there's like a Hello Kitty X Yu-Gi-Oh thing going on in Belgium right now? Even the Japanese on Twitter are like, dude, what the fuck? This is.
I didn't even know what Belgium was.
Oh shit. We own this. Why aren't we having this? I think they're like, they don't even.
For McDonald's, it looks good too. Is the thing. Like, I want them to come over here, but I
think they're in Canada at the minute.
I know they better come here. They're so close. They're so
yeah, look
close.
at those eBay prices though. I'm
Yeah,
hearing rumbles that it might come to the UK like May 9th for a little bit, and I cannot stress how much I need that Cinema Roll Blue Eyes White Dragon.
So do I. It looks. I like the Exodia.
The Exodia is pretty good. The Dark
Exodia's pretty
Magician
good too.
Hello Kitty is pretty good, and so is the Dark Magician Girl.
I like the ones with like just like the cat face.
I don't. There's a few that I don't like, but at the end of the day, I don't care.
Yeah. The Exodia, the obelisk penguin is good too.
The fact that we can say that is.
Yeah, fuck
Oh,
you.
no,
It's
it's
great.
brilliant.
Hold on. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up Hello Kitty Yu-Gi.
Yeah, like, what prompted this? In what world do we live in where we have Hello Kitty X Yu-Gi-Oh, and of all places, why Belgium? Was it the Pyro thing? Did I? Because we were saying Pyro earlier instead of Pyro.
They're punishing us.
Mix up with our French detective.
Bonjour, you son of a bitch.
Is this the last thing we've got on the agenda?
Yeah. So what we've got next is we've actually got a special segment next. Now I haven't told Reggie about
Sorry,
this.
I've just seen that happen in your box, and it's 50%. It's 50% Yugi, 50% Hello Kitty, and like, what the?
Oh, badass!
This goes so hard. It looks
so.
It looks more
here's
fake
the thing.
The longer you look at it.
I know, but here's a new special thing I planned. Right. So I've got a large vat of acid, and we're going to walk into it together, holding hands.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye, everyone.
play that Gokibori song again. just
we ingested the raid.